restores your hair's natural balance. Itchy scalp, dandruff wahala, BO16 treatment shampoo will rescue you. Leaves your hair absolutely divine. BO16 detangling conditioner. No more painful tagging and breakage. See how smoothly the comb runs through. Now you know my secret.
BO16. Express yourself.
This advert is FDA approved. The GC brand. It's all about you.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries. We have made it possible to bring Ghana to the world. We have brought small and medium businesses closer to their customers across the regions in Ghana with our SME support facilities. We have brought relief and smiles to the faces of families with our employee personal loans. With our cutting-edge technology and digital support, we take the burden of complex thinking off you, making life simple. That is who we are, as close as a partner. Bank of Africa. We are indeed the African bank with the global reach.
Sunny Gold Brown Sugar, available in a shop near you.
Sunny Gold. Wakafi.
This advert is FDA approved.
Looking for trusted property and land services in Tema? Choose TDC Ghana Limited, leaders in planned urban development for decades. At TDC, we provide secure, transparent, and professional services, including ownership transfers, land and property search, lease processing, building permits, consultancy. Enjoy our premium and prestige options, fast-track processing, fewer delays, and exceptional care. Luxury 3-bedroom apartments, penthouses, 2-bedroom and 1-bedroom options all available. Visit our head office in Tema Community 1 or you may call 053 101 9666 or 059 691 4432. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook and TikTok on TDC Ghana Limited, building communities, securing futures.
Citi 97.3.
Accra.
Citi 97.3.
More variety.
This is the story of Anthony Owusu-Ansah and his delivery business, Shark Express. What started as one man's dream is now a thriving same-day delivery business that serves hundreds of families. Through financing, mentorship, business networks, and market access, APSA is helping businesses like Shark Express grow, create jobs, build futures, and deliver joy across Ghana. Behind Anthony's success isn't only hard work, it's having the right partner like APSA. From funding to guidance, APSA stands with entrepreneurs who dare to dream.
We see your story and we invite you to write it with us. Your story matters. APSA.
Ghana is building. Ghana is moving. Ghana deserves the best.
And now, world-class vehicles are being assembled right here at home.
Welcome to Zonatech Ghana Limited, your one-stop automobile shop and proud operators of an impressive automobile assembly plant in Ghana. From heavy-duty trucks powered by global giant Sinotruck to premium SUVs and pickups, from Great Wall Motors and Cherry.
From dependable light-duty trucks by Forland to world-class construction equipment from Shantui and Sanibu.
Zondatech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust.
Built to international standards, supporting Ghanaian jobs, driving Ghana's industrial future. Whether you are expanding your fleet, building infrastructure, growing your agribusiness, or upgrading your personal drive.
Choose strength. Choose quality. Choose locally assembled excellence. Zondatech Ghana Limited can be located at its headquarters in Tema. Call Zondatech Ghana Limited on 0501 772222 or 0501 773333.
Zondatech Ghana Limited, proudly assembled in Ghana, driven by excellence.
Andrea, challenge these days, new level crowd. Where did you pass?
Me, pass somewhere. I just switched for a better life. I switched for comfort. Look, your salary deserves better.
Switch?
Yeah.
How do you mean?
I switched my salary account to Fidelity Bank.
Oh, okay.
And that's my jackpot. I get higher loan amounts with lower interest rates, as well as personalized financial support. They gave me a loan to expand my side hustle. And the terms are just flexible.
Wow.
Your salary deserves better.
Oh, my salary deserves better. You see the way you are smiling wide? Yes, I will switch and smile wider.
Your salary deserves better. Switch to Fidelity Bank today and enjoy lower interest rate, car and home loan, personalized financial support, and a smile that lasts. Switch and smile wider. Fidelity Bank. Believe with us.
If I believe with us, Fidelity. If I know I day aside, Fidelity.
You are listening to Citi 97.3 FM, the city's finest.
There can be no other 97.3. No need to change. Keep it tuned to Citi. You're number one. Don't look no further. We've got it all covered. Citi FM.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, my neighbor.
Good morning to life.
Good morning.
Music, talk, inspiration, in perspective.
Express yourself. Good morning, my neighbor.
Citi FM, your station.
It's a refreshing lifestyle.
Citi FM 97.3.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Before I was
Citi 97.3.
before my birth, before my mother knew, before my name was called, before the world began, you already made me.
6:35. You are the one who did it. Away. Coming in from the studios. What's the name of the studio again? Please forgive me. This is the last time I'm asking. Hail No Records. Welcoming you to a fantastic opportunity to convert the power of time into the reality of change. Converting the power of time to the reality of change. God didn't give you money, He gave you time. You exchange your skill and time, and somebody gave you money for it. God didn't give you friends, He gave you time. You invested that time in nurturing relationships, and therefore you had friends. Everything you have exchanged time for. Everything you do not have, you have been unwilling to exchange time for. So time is the currency of life. So whether it's a house you built, a family you nurtured, relationship, whatever it is, time is the currency of life. That's why when you go to people's graveside, they write his name or her name, and whatever they did, whoever they became, the defining factor is the time. All right, so 1952 to 2025. That's the summary. So that's the only gift, and that's the only gift He didn't give somebody bigger than others. He didn't give Elon Musk 26 hours and give me 23. He gave all of us the same time per day. And your future comes to you a day at a time. So no matter how large or how big your plan is, no matter how great your calling is, you only have one day at a time to do it. Don't you think some people should get maybe the president should get 6 days at a time? But he has one day, just like you. So the biggest opportunity a person can get is to wake up in the morning. That's what the Bible says. His mercies are new every morning. And aren't we blessed to be part of the Citi Breakfast Show? It comes your way every morning with a great blessing, a great idea, great discussion, great conversation. By the way, my friend Richard Sky is the author of this song. Yes, I know you're asking for the song. We'll do a whole show on it. Don't worry, not today. We'll go through the lyrics one by one. This is, I know your signature. When I hear the song, I know it's you. I know it's you. I know. You know, I heard you say, who is this guy? You did it. You brought us together. You gave us the chance to breathe again. You gave us another chance to attempt to rebuild. And therefore, we're grateful. We will not take this opportunity for granted. We will not waste this powerful platform called media. We won't spend it on trivialities, because one day you ask us, you had many hours on air. What did you do with it? How did you change society? How did you shape minds? Thank you for joining us on the Citi Breakfast Show. This inspirational start is called Business Sense, brought to us by ABSA. With an ABSA mortgage, you can finance your dream home with up to 5 million cedis. And this is for 5 to 15 years to pay back on a fixed interest rate system. This year, say yes to your home sweet home. Visit any ABSA branch and apply for an ABSA mortgage today. Newspaper reviews brought to you by Zonda Tech. We have all the latest. We have the best trucks from Sinotrack. We have the best SUVs from Great Wall Motors and Cherry. We also have light duty trucks from Forland and construction equipment from the Sunny Group and Shantui. Zonda Tech delivers topmost quality brands assembled in Ghana with affordable luxury you can trust. And the segment is also brought to us by Fidelity Bank. Switch and smile with lower interest rate, higher loan amounts, personalized financial support. A smile that lasts is what we promise. It's time to switch and smile to Fidelity. Call 0800 003355. Visit fidelitybank.com.gh or connect with us on our social media at Fidelity Bank GH. So let me say good morning again to Caleb Kuda.
Good morning, Bernard.
And to the returning Richard Dela Sky.
Good morning. Talk you like your phone number. Charlie, this is our man too.
Charlie, I saw an audio yesterday from some presenter. He said all the important people are born in May.
Charlie, bless him.
Because today is Otunfo's birthday.
Charlie, he started finishing both born in Adam. Don't do that. Charlie, he said make the other people come up for them.
No, we are because we are. We are because they are.
So today is the birthday of Otunfo.
Yeah, man. Osho
Charlie is the big.
Osho quick.
The whole of this part of the world. It's even just Ghana, the continent.
Thank
Africa.
you.
Like Charlie, even Shaka the Zulu the things. Hey, Otunfo.
If you big myself.
No, they will catch you. Charlie Otunfo. Charlie. If you big man,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for the day he will do the Mayborn's birthday at Menchia, and he'll do a roll call.
Yes.
All of us.
We'll be in our glory.
Charlie say challenge and me meeting Kokosu.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, never me be on radio so
Yes.
cry.
Yes.
Mumbraha.
Yes.
Yo. Oh yeah, Minana.
Zero.
Then you call Duncan Williams.
Yo.
Duncan Hayward Mills.
Yo.
He stood Anaba.
Yo.
Titi Offense.
Yo.
Munina Mumbraha.
Yes.
Captain Smart.
Yo.
Mo birthday.
Yo.
Baby.
Yo.
The best celebrity.
Yo.
Remember Munina Asasi. We are waiting for that day.
My girlfriend name on. I got to
They
go.
say if you want to speak to God, speak to the
That's
I'm sure there's a particular sub chief for the radio stations. He's making notes today, Charlie. There's a suggestion that on your 30th year on the throne.
Yes,
which is
76th
20, I think,
birthday.
when was it? When was
He did 25th recently.
It was 1999.
There, yeah,
So
there.
2029.
Yes, yes.
Invite us. You say, Aloski collect. Sky collect.
Radio Hini.
And Charlie. Charlie, with all my glory.
Yes. Yeah.
Charlie, we are dreaming here. we wish that Santini a happy birthday.
Exactly.
May he live long and prosper.
Amen.
Yeah, and continue to do his part to keep this
telling
country
you,
peaceful.
I'm telling you, it's a
He's
big
done a
man.
lot.
It's a big
Sharp,
man.
sharp.
That should have been the front page of the graphic.
They have a special supplement though.
Correct.
It's a special supplement in the center
What are they saying?
spread, and they say the golden stool 76 cheers for Otumfuo, so special
It's already
supplement.
76.
Yeah. The special one in the
Wow.
center spread
Yep.
of Daily Graphic has very nostalgic images of him from his childhood all the way till now on the throne. So you grab that, you get all those lovely photos. But on the front page of Daily Graphic, it has Mahama Cares begins next month, focuses on cancer treatment. The administrator is here with the health minister and the vice president. Details we'll give you shortly. Inherited legal system not fit for purpose, and Sasari is speaking, and then the other stories as well.
Okay, so let me do the other ones, Telltale, so that we can go. So Ghanaian Times, I'll do all of them together because we don't have time. Ghanaian Times says this morning, illegal structures demolished at Sakumono Ramsar site. Excise targets encroachment, restores waterways ahead of rainy season. If you go to the Chronicle, police choppers now flying coffins. COP Bright Odro calling for probe into acquisitions. If you go to the Custodian newspaper, the big story says Amin Adam petitions IMF over BOG, flags hidden physical risk. He's flagging hidden physical risks and rising cost debt burden. Now, I don't know why we're still reporting each other to the IMF and all of that. How's the Ghanaian publisher says this morning, PSC chair demands BOG recap deal disclosure. If you go to the Informer, RIB exposes corrupt customs syndicates. Details coming up. If you go to the Ghanaian Point newspaper, Ernesto Forisapon donates 600 ultra-modern bed dormitory to the Presec
That is the one. That is the one.
on his 60th birthday.
Charlie, 600.
That is dead.
May the Lord bless us with money and a couple of things.
Charlie,
Amen.
We will do things.
Amen.
All right, let's come to Caleb for some
All
headlines.
right, yeah. Finally, Afoko seeks MPP elders' blessings. This in the Accra Times.
Right, so Daily Guide, Buffer Stock Trial, AG drops charges against Hanan and wife, and Eduboahen's lawyers examine documents at AG's office. Herald newspaper this morning, Mahama's executive secretary roars at ambitious appointees to step aside or stay focused. If you go to the Daily Gist this morning, Mahama orders CJ to fast track oral cases. The new publisher says that MP reports BOG to IMF, fires petition over massive losses. Another one here, horror. Dad ties 6-year-old stepson to moving quad bike and drags his body on the streets of Accra. Very terrible one. And eating dog head does not stop broken heart. ICS warns.
Hold on. Eating what?
Dog head.
Does not stop broken heart. Why? People thought that eating dog head would stop broken heart.
To make you a deshi.
Serious things. People are eating things.
Kevin illegal gold trade. Gold board task force at work, and Electrochem needs 1,500 workers to harvest salt at Odam. Daily Analyst, alleged judicial misconduct, removed Omahene as appeal court judge. Mahama petitioned. Wejagbawe residents protest closure of completed children's hospital and the news center. CD printing cost falls from $1 billion Ghana cedi in 2024 to 471 million Ghana cedis in 2025, but other currency expenses surged from 14.6 million Ghana cedis to 183 million Ghana cedis. And Catholic bishops slam festival nudity demand pro.
Let's get into Channel 1 News and then citynewsroom.com. I start with citynewsroom.com. Two big videos here. Video 1, inside the fully furnished Wager Children's Specialist Hospital here to be operationalized. Now, the Ministry of Health says the misprocurement is behind the delay in the pediatric hospital opening, but we have an exclusive video from inside this new hospital. Then there's another video. Dr. Oforisapo marks birthday with 600-bed dormitory for his alma mater, Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. In other headlines, South Africa's xenophobic attacks, Ghanaian in viral assault video has been evacuated. Meanwhile, the DACF says nearly 8 billion cedis worth of projects unfinished across Ghana. Nearly 8 billion cedis worth of projects unfinished. And these are public projects. If you add the private one, then bebre. And other headlines, we are policy solvent. Operations not at risk despite the 15 billion loss. This is the Director of Communications of the Central Bank. Meanwhile, Ghana has signed a gas deal with ENI and others to increase production at OCTP by 2028. Now, channel1news.com, Ghana's economic gains rest on fragile foundations, according to the EU. Citi remains Ghana's only legal tender, according to the BOG. Kolebu leadership too conflicted to resolve lab dispute, according to allied health professionals. And then 40 traffic lights on Barnyard Pokwasi stretch, a danger to lives. Now, it's funny, the Anyaso MP is talking about this. This morning, I'm told a truck has crashed on that same road and is causing traffic on both sides of the area. We'll play the audio for you shortly. And then a few more stories. Goldfield 620-year lease extension for the Tarkwa mine. And then NAFCO said they are targeting 200 million for grain purchases. Meanwhile, that has still not been released. The High Street Journal has an interesting headline: Status on Wheels. How car ownership is shaping economic value and social access in Ghana. And then why farmers still earn less despite policy support is a discussion on Agric. And then there's a very troubling one here: the seed replacing cocoa in chocolate. A wake-up call for cocoa producing countries. If you go to my journal online, Air Ghana increases cargo fleet with third Boeing 737 freighter, boosting West Africa trade. The plane landed in Ghana yesterday.
For like 3 decades now.
Yes, so Air Ghana. Meanwhile, Greater Accra Regional Minister apologized over nothing posting remark. And then, as you read, dog heads don't prevent heartbreak. ICS debunks growing myths. Then this thing is a serious matter. Meanwhile, Martin Kwebo has weighed in on the former Buffer Stock CEO arrest. Fresh evidence means more loot. Martin Kwebo reacts to rearrest of former NAFCO boss and wife. Meanwhile, Awoshi Barnyard crash leaves 4 seriously injured and triggers heavy traffic. I was talking about that this morning. Indeed, Chris Wala Esikwe sent an audio this morning on that point. There's a very troubling story from South Africa where we are told that police have retrieved a crocodile which swallowed a human being. A rich man got missing, and they said a massive crocodile had swallowed him. It's like Jonah swallowed a whale kind of issue.
His car had a problem, or he stopped under a bridge somewhere.
Let's do a few West African stories. Now, Mali's military junta leader has named himself defense minister following the killing of Sadio Kamara, the defense minister of Mali. Now, there's a new alliance in Nigeria called NDC. And their colors are red, green, and black.
No, we reject it.
No, you can't. The new alliance is shaking up Nigerian political landscape. So Peter Obi, who is from the southeast, and Rabiu Kwankwanso from Kano have decided to join forces. It's a serious matter.
We want our NDC.
No, it's NDC in Nigeria.
That one is Dusi. This one.
No. But it's a big topic in Nigeria where the people who were third and fourth in election have come together. So they say they want to challenge.
We want our ACP and PDP to deceive Piki.
You know, Papa deceive Piki. Poverty distribution people. Let's come to the Ghanaian
But
side.
people have been crying in the Ramsar side area. It's back to the question of who actually authorized what. So Benjamin Acton, Cheche, reporting on page 13 of the Ghanaian Times, talks about houses that have been demolished. It says several illegal structures at various stages of construction within the core zone of the golf course section of the Sakumono Ramsar site have been demolished by the Forestry Commission. Now, the 3-day exercise, which began yesterday in collaboration with the Tama West Municipal Assembly and the Greater Accra Regional Security Council, is aimed at restoring the natural flow of waterways in the area and reducing the persistent risk of flooding, particularly as the raining season approach.
Let me connect this one to it. We will come after you. Minister warns builders on water causes. The Minister for Works, Housing and Water Resources, Kenneth Gilbert J, has issued a strong warning to individuals and developers encroaching on water causes, declaring that the government will soon move to demolish such structures and sanction offenders. That, he said, was because the continued obstruction of natural drainage channels remained a major cause of flooding in parts of Accra, including Tabora, Santa Maria and Awoshi. There's a part that says President's visit Kitech. Mr. J explained that the visit followed an earlier inspection by President Mahama and a government task force after severe flooding in the area. At the time, it was discovered that a private company, Kitech, had filled a section of watercourse, impeding the free flow of stormwater. He added that the president subsequently directed the company to remove the sand. All details are on page 45.
Meanwhile, Channel 1 News is reporting that the Ghana Armed Forces has cleared the path for the Accra-Kumasi Expressway project. Patricia Boache is reporting that the Ghana Armed Forces has taken a frontline role in the initial phase of the Accra-Kumasi Expressway project, clearing 17.75 kilometers of dense vegetation along the designated corridor within a short period. The progress was disclosed by Finance Minister Kasilatu Forson on an ex-post on Tuesday, where he highlighted the speed of work since troops were deployed in late April. He indicated that 4 military teams are working towards around the clock from Esubua near Akemoda, focusing on preparing the 175-kilometer right-of-way despite persistent rainfall, with a 20, so I think it was 17 kilometer, not 175.
Okay.
With a 20-week target set for the completion of the initial groundwork. Now the full road is 198.7 kilometers, 6-lane expressway. It's a flagship project under this government. And then the photos are shown. So, Sky, so soldiers can build roads faster.
Oh, yeah. We have is it 48, right? 48. They are there. I mean, we should be deploying them.
And this is just 4 weeks of work. Yeah. They've done 17 kilometers of
they've
cleared the way. We don't know if they also have the accoutrement to actually do the road building.
Maybe they may have to sublet those.
Sounds very interesting. Now, another big story. Oforisapon marks birthday with 600-bed dormitory for Presec. You have to listen to this story. 600. Ghanaian businessman and founder of the special group of companies, Dr. Ernesto Oforisapon, who is also the president of the Presec Old Boys and the board chairman of the school, transformed his birthday celebration to a powerful statement of legacy and impact by commissioning a 600-unit ultra-modern bed dormitory, house 15, for the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School.
We tap into that.
Amen. The event held on this, the school's campus drew a wide array of dignitaries, alumni, and stakeholders from Ghana's education and business sectors. The newly commissioned facility is expected to significantly improve accommodation conditions at the school, one of Ghana's most prestigious second cycle institutions. And President was Haruna Idrisu, Minister for Education, Osei Kwame Despite, who is the owner of Peace FM, Dr. Brian Champon, MP for Ebitifi, Professor Aaron Mike Ukwe, former Speaker of Parliament, Mike Ukwe Jr., former MP aspirant, and Nana Kwame Bediako. All of them were there to support this noble project.
It was a gathering of the greats.
I tell you. I tell you.
Men of timber and caliber.
Let's move on.
So, Mahama's Executive Secretary Ross at Ambitious Appointees, Executive Secretary to the President John Dramani Mahama, has issued a stern caution to government appointees and party figures nursing ambition to lead the National Democratic Congress, urging them to step aside if their political aspirations threaten to undermine their current responsibilities. Quote, public office is at its core a trust. It demands presence, attention, and a full measure of commitment. It does not lend itself easily to divided focus, he wrote.
Okay, let me take you quickly to a story in the Informa newspaper. RIB exposes corrupt custom syndicates. The story by the News Desk report says the Revenue Intelligence Bureau, RIB, has called on the Commissioner General of the Ghana Revenue Authority and the Customs leadership to take immediate disciplinary and legal action against corrupt customs officials involved in widespread revenue and economic fraud syndicates. Now, whilst commending the leadership of the authority and the Customs Division for recent efforts aimed at overhauling the operations of the sector, RIB urged the authority to go beyond the administrative reshuffles to deal with recalcitrant nation records within its fold. It goes on to talk about investigations they've done. But in the meantime, if you go to page 3 of the Custodian, Amin Adam Adam, has sent a petition to the IMF. The story is by Paul Awuni, actually. And it says mounting losses, deepening negative equity, rising monetary policy costs, and growing reliance on volatile income sources are emerging as major threats to Ghana's economic stability, and fresh warnings that the financial position of the Bank of Ghana could endanger.
Beautiful story on Daily Graphic, sad one on Daily Gist. Wejagbawe residents protest delay opening of Children's Hospital. That's page number 7 of the Daily Gist. And
we have an update on that,
great,
where the Ministry of Health is saying that there were some procurement issues that led to the delay, or that have led to the delay in the opening of the hospital. So the Ministry of Health has attributed delays in the operationalization of the Weja Pediatric Hospital to procurement irregularities and unresolved contractual issues following protests by residents demanding the facility be opened. The fully furnished 120-bed hospital, completed in early 2025, is expected to serve as a major referral center for pediatrics care, easing congestion at existing health facilities and improving outcomes for critically ill children in Wejagbawe and surrounding communities. On Tuesday, May 5, residents staged a protest at the premises, calling on the government to immediately commission the facility for use. In a statement issued by ministry's spokesperson Tony Goodman, the ministry said the hospital, funded by the World Bank and initiated in 2023, was originally scheduled for completion in December 2025, but encountered setback after concerns were raised by the funding partner. The ministry said it had taken steps to engage all relevant stakeholders and was prepared to commission the hospital, but the contractor halted the process, insisting that all outstanding issues be resolved before access to the facility can be
let me take you quickly to the Volta region. 9 pregnant girls ride BEC in Volta region. This is, some way. The Chronicle has that story on page 3. It says 6 pregnant girls are among the 1,640 registered candidates who are writing the ongoing 2026 Basic Education Certificate examination in the Angloga district of the Volta region. Well, I mean,
it's significant because in the past, pregnant girls were prevented from writing exams. So I think the story is basically saying now they are being allowed to write.
A good one there. So Mahama Cares begins next month, and the focus is on cancer treatment. Administrator Obobi Opokudako is speaking. Ghana Medical Trust Fund, also known as Mahama Cares, will roll out its first batch of support next month with focus on cancer treatment, including 4 major childhood cancers. This is due to the rising incidence of cancers and the high cost of care. The administrator of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Obobi Opokudako, who disclosed this in Accra, said based on expert recommendations, the fund would approach rather than covering all chronic diseases at once.
Let me give you 2 final stories. Nearly 8 billion cedis worth of projects unfinished across Ghana.
Why?
According to the District Assembly's Common Fund. Sarah Pia reports that the DACF says it is allocating 20% of its resources to complete legacy projects across the nation. According to the fund, nearly 8 billion cedis worth of projects remain unfinished nationwide, a situation it attributes to funding constraints and the abandonment of initiatives by successive administrations. Fund Administrator Michael Harry Yamson disclosed this during a visit by the Vice President Professor Nano Pokwajiman to the DACF Secretariat. Let me end with the NDC. 2 of Nigeria's most prominent opposition figures have announced they have switched parties in a dramatic political realignment ahead of next year's presidential election. Peter Obi and Rabiu Kwankwanso, who finished 3rd and 4th respectively in 2023,
is passing off,
have both joined the Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC), raising the prospect of a joint ticket. You know, meanwhile PDP already has an umbrella, so the things become some way. Raising the prospect is under threat. Raising the prospect of a joint ticket to challenge Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They were previously in the ADC with former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who came second. While this could be seen as a fragmentation of the position, supporters of Obi and Kwankwanso say it will give their alliance greater focus.
Wow.
So the name of the party is Obi Kwankwanso. Obi Kwankwanso. Now listen to this. Both men are former governors and command significant grassroots following. The Obedient Movement for Obi and the Kwankwansia Movement for Kwankwanso. This is funny. Obi is usually popular among young voters across the south, while Kwankwanso wields considerable influence in the north.
True.
This move comes just 9 months after Obi, Kwankwanso and Abubakar joined the ADC, but the alliance quickly became mad in legal battles. So Obi Kwankwanso,
we need to send a delegation led by Fifi Kwete
to go and discuss the
use of that name. This one will agree.
Obi Kwankwanso, it will be rough. It will be keke.
This is the City Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
City Business News with Nashika Caesar. Good morning, Na.
Good morning, Mr. Avle. Hello and welcome to the breakfast edition of the City Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank and GOIL PLC. GOIL, good energy. Coming up, Bank of Ghana maintains it remains policy solvent despite operating loss of over 15 billion Ghana cedis, and energy sector players optimistic expansion of domestic gas capacity will significantly improve power reliability. Also coming up, industry leaders challenged to develop commercially viable financial innovations. I'm Nashika Caesar. Let's now settle for the details. The Bank of Ghana is reiterating that it remains policy solvent despite posting an operating loss of 15.63 billion Ghana cedis in its 2025 financial statement. Speaking on the Channel 1 TV's face-to-face show, Head of Communications at the BOG, Bernard Otabil, stated that the central bank remains capable of executing its core mandates.
We are policy solvent, and I always keep saying that if in doubt, you always have to look at the cash flow position. The accounts that presented came with other supporting accounts as well, and these are all laid down bare in the books. So if you are looking at whether the central bank is going to be able to continue its business as usual, and that no significant part of its operations will be curtailed in the next foreseeable future, like you mentioned, the going concern aspect of it, we are clearly in the clear. And we stated, even if you look at what has been put there, the policy solvency figure by 5.5 or so, it gives you that strong sense that this is what is happening within the central bank. Now, going forward, we are not going, if you look at the various, the macroeconomic situation, are we going to have a situation whereby you are having the dollar to cedi rate from, like, let's say 14 to 10? If you look at the stability that we are enjoying within the exchange rate market, you wouldn't be having that.
Bernard Otabil is Head of Communications at the Bank of Ghana. We stay on the central bank because it is calling on industry leaders and innovators to develop financial solutions that are not only commercially viable but also socially impactful and scalable across the African continent. Governor of the BOG, Dr. Johnson Isiama, said the continent's financial ecosystem must focus on innovations capable of delivering real economic value while improving livelihoods and expanding financial inclusion. He made the remarks at a Gulf Invitational organized ahead of the 3i Africa Summit 2026, which brought together financial sector leaders, regulators, investors, and fintech innovators.
For industry leaders and innovators, the opportunity is equally clear to create solutions that are not only commercially viable, but socially meaningful, impactful, and continentally scalable. And for investors and development partners, this is a moment to engage more broadly with the African potential, not as a future possibility, but as a present reality.
You heard there Dr. Johnson Isiama, who is governor of the Bank of Ghana. Now, energy analyst Ben Nsia says Ghana's latest move to expand domestic gas capacity could significantly improve power reliability while boosting government revenues from the upstream petroleum sector. This follows a key term sheet agreement between ENI Ghana, Vitol Upstream Ghana Limited, and the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation to advance the next phase of the offshore Cape 3 Point project. Speaking to City Business News, Benintia noted that stronger gas supply will enhance electricity generation and improve fiscal returns.
Increment in gas supply not only sustains the reliable an available supply of power to firms and households, but also improves government fiscal position in terms of increased revenue proceeds from our upstream sector. I believe that if partners are able to invest in a lot of capital resources to expand gas infrastructure that will necessitate improvement in flows, I believe all partners are likely going to observe revenue improvement, especially at the time that the government of Ghana is committed to paying debt obligation to.
That was energy analyst Ben Insia speaking there. Now, the Ghana reference rate for May 2026 has marginally reduced to 10.03% from 10.06% recorded in April this year. This was disclosed by the Ghana Association of Banks. The slight decline suggests a modest easing in borrowing conditions, although its immediate impact on lending rates is expected to be limited. The downward movement could signal gradual improvement in macroeconomic conditions and may, over time, support reduced lending rates, improved access to credit for businesses, particularly SMEs, and a pickup in private sector investment if the trend persists. Some other news now. Access Bank PLC has introduced a new youth-focused banking platform, Access You, to provide lifestyle-driven financial services tailored to Ghana's young population. The initiative, launched in partnership with the MasterCard Foundation, is designed to support young people whose income patterns are increasingly shaped by digital platforms. Speaking at the launch of Access You, the creative industry advocate Esiedu Mens stressed the significant impact of the platform, while indicating that irregular payment cycles remain a major hurdle for many creatives.
Instead of us receiving payments after work done, it takes time. So before the work comes, maybe by that time, so with that, it's a major challenge. With Access You, what makes it special is that we know that now things that we were having challenges with is going to be solved quickly, and I believe that whatever I need to know or I need to believe that with Access You is going to help me have seamless transactions. I don't need to go to the bank to stress over single clearance and all that. So I know with Access You, I'll be able to have that connection very well with my transactions.
Esiedu Mens is a creative industry advocate. Now, Air Ghana has expanded its cargo fleet with the acquisition of a Boeing 737-400 freighter, a move aimed at strengthening cargo capacity and facilitating trade within Ghana and across the West African sub-region. The Chief Executive Officer of Air Ghana, Karim Trabolsi, says the addition of the aircraft is expected to enhance cargo operations and support trade flows, particularly under the African Continental Free Trade Area.
We represent most of the cargo operators flying in and out of Accra. What we do is the farmers come to us and we help build them to get the cargo to the markets. So when they need to book 5 tons, say, to go to Liège, we facilitate that. We book them on the passenger operators, for example, or on charter flights when we have them. So we understood what the problem was when we were farmers to get the produce to the markets. So we help find the solutions for the farmers. Now, we want to build the capacity. The more the capacity there is, the more the farmers can grow. The more produce that can be made, the more that the farm makes. The farm is constrained by that capacity. So this is the first step. We want to build the feeding into Accra. And by building the feed into Accra, we're going to bring freighters to Accra. And when those freighters come here and they drop those imported goods into Accra, we can then use that capacity for our farmers to get to the markets outside. I think the biggest problem today is, if you want to send trade across multiple borders, there's multiple customs and duties and things that you have to deal with, which makes things very complicated. So when you can have point-to-point deliveries into those markets, that opens up a whole new world of market to importers and exporters in that regard. Things become far simpler. You can cut through the red tape a lot easier. So this really is a catalyst of a lot more to come with that.
Karim Trabolsi is Chief Executive Officer of Air Ghana. Director General of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority, Reverend Stephen Wilfred Arthur, also speaking at the event, noted that the acquisition reinforces Ghana's ambition to position itself as a competitive air cargo and logistics hub in the region.
The addition of this aircraft is more than an expansion of your fleet capacity, but it is rather a strategic step towards strengthening Ghana's position as a key hub for air cargo and logistics within West Africa and beyond. At a time where global supply chains continue to evolve, investments such as this reinforce our country's capacity to satisfy rising demand, facilitate trade, and enhance connectivity.
Reverend Stephen Wilfred Arthur is Director General of the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. Now, on the interbank market today, the dollar is trading at 11 cedis, 24 pesos. The British pound is going for 15 cedis, 26 pesos, and the euro at 13 cedis, 16 pesos. And that's it for the breakfast edition of the Citi Business News, proudly brought to you by MTN, EcoBank, and GOIL PLC. GOIL, good energy. I'm Nashika Caesar, grateful for your company. As always, do have a great business day.
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Je m'appelle.
Mappé. Et Mappé. Hey, Asamo. French idiot. This is a midi croissant.
Meet Aja. She makes Sobolo in a small shop in Kaswa. She's going places with MTN Ejumapa. Now, she's learning French kakra to teach her francophone customers indigenous recipes.
Watashi no namae wa.
Watashi no na. My boy.
Whoa. She's learning Japanese too? Watash. What? If you're a woman with a small business, join MTN Ejumapa today by dialing *5060# and enjoy 150 megabytes data, a lifestyle bundle for social media, free MTN to MTN calls every Monday, and an insurance cover. You will also gain access to expert training, discounts on digital tools, and financial support to grow the business of your dreams. Terms and conditions apply. MTN.
Hello, my name is Wakadri, and I'm a man of many voices. Some people fall for Pamela.
Good afternoon, this is Pamela. We're revalidating some mobile app account. Kindly confirm your details.
Or my other victims who think I'm calling from.
Hello, customer experience here. Your account has been blocked. Please provide your PIN so we can reactivate it immediately.
Others panic and fall for that one.
Dear customer, click the link in the SMS we just sent you to upgrade to your ATM services.
My favorites are the ones who click first and think later.
Hey, Roddy.
Be honest. Like play, you could also fall for this. Stay safe. Remember, EcoBank will never call, email, or send an SMS asking for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. Pay attention to detail.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. GOIL, good energy.
This is the Citi Breakfast Show, the city's biggest conversation.
Help me make I know they talk much.
Alright, it's standing after 7:13 after 7. Ashika Caesar just brought you the breakfast edition of the City Business News, brought to you by MTN, GOIL, and EcoBank. Hello Ghana, are you a business owner looking for a smarter way to keep an eye on your shop, restaurant, office, or warehouse anytime, anywhere? Well, MTN Business Eye is here for you. Keep your business secure anytime, anywhere with MTN Business Eye, the smart surveillance solution that gives you total visibility and control. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, and solar energy, so your security never sleeps even when the lights go out. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, real-time alerts, two-way audio, and reliable backup, all at affordable rates. Dial star 5060 hash today and keep your business in sight always with MTN Business Eye. MTN everywhere you go. If you're looking for quality fuel that gives your engine smooth performance, don't look any further. Girl Super XP is your premium quality. Gives you the correct choice when buying regular fuel. Girl Super XP is fortified with special additive that gives longevity to your engine, makes your engine perform to the max using minimal fuel that takes you further. Girl Super XP, well, good energy. Are you a money commander or your money is controlling you? You can be a money commander by downloading the EcoBank mobile app. It gives you the power to command your money, transact across 33 African countries, and indeed anywhere in the world. Good opportunity to command your money to make water, electricity, and school fee payments, bank and mobile money transfers, create virtual cards to buy only what you need and more. Download the EcoBank mobile app now on the App Store, Play Store. Pay attention to detail as a commander as well. EcoBank never calls or sends SMS to request for your PIN, OTP, bank card, or Ghana card details. When in doubt, please call EcoBank call center 0800 003225. EcoBank is the Pan-African Bank. Gabi Affair is ready with kickoff. And that's brought to you by Lesheho. Lesheho Savings and Loans, great news for you. Apply for a loan today. Sort out all your needs at the best rates on the market. Fala season is on. Just WhatsApp or call Nana on 02700 4799. I can almost say this number off head. Always remember terms and conditions apply. Lesheho, let's improve life. The weather makes some way, right? Just before Gabi comes in, Left Signature Limited says, imagine a world where your power never fails, your data is always secure, and your business never stops. That's the world Left Signature Limited is building every single day. From expert electrical engineering services to cutting-edge renewable energy solutions like solar and microgrids, Left Signature keeps your world powered and protected. Our data center and cloud services ensure maximum uptime, seamless connectivity, and strong disaster recovery, so your business never misses a beat. We also deliver custom applications, ERP systems, and AI-powered solutions designed to boost productivity and drive growth. Download LEP Power app from the Play Store or App Store, or access the web version. Call us now 0256 111 811. Visit leftsignature.com. Step into our offices now, Lashibi North Celebrity Estate. Left Signature Limited, driving progress through technology and engineering excellence. So Gabi Affair is here with kickoff. I'm hearing Mikel Arteta's name all over the place.
Yeah.
What's happening? What's up with
He's
him?
qualified us now to the Champions League final.
In
for
how
the first
many
time.
years?
In 20 years.
Oh.
And the last time they did so was in 2006. But in that final too, they went on to lose to Barcelona by 1-0.
So what are you predicting?
So I'm hoping that they don't jinx it.
They shouldn't. They should.
That's a lovely ball. It's come to Gyökeres. All Blacks retreating. Gyökeres. And Trossard got the shot away. All Black with the save and tucked in by Saka. Arsenal strike in the last minute of the first half.
Arsenal are in the Champions League final for the first time in 20 years. All thanks to Bukayo Saka's strike at the Emirates. Reactions will follow soon. Plus tonight's second semi-final between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain at the Allianz Arena. We've got some more updates right here in Ghana coming up for you in the next 10 minutes. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytan Ghana and Lesheho. Let's improve life. Alright, many thanks for joining me. I'm Gabi Affair. Let's begin with women's football, and Azakes ladies are setting their sights on silverware after narrowly missing out on the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League title, with the FA Cup now firmly in focus. Now the former champions are determined to bounce back and end the season on a high by lifting the domestic cup this season. Citi Sports' Pius Asak reports.
Azakes ladies have built a reputation as a powerhouse in Ghanaian women's football since the establishment in 2003. The Takoradi Bayside secured 3 straight Women's Premier League titles between 2013 and 2015 before reclaiming the crown in 2021 and 2024. They also achieved a historic domestic double in 2021, winning both the league and the FA Cup. Despite their pedigree, the 2025-2026 season ended in disappointment after a 2-1 defeat to rivals and Pemdakwa ladies in the league final in Swedru. However, CEO of Azakes ladies Evelyn Nsiansari believes the campaign reflects progress, insisting the team remains on the right path.
Even as of now, we believe that we have had a successful season because we were 10 teams and it was only one who was able to compete in the Champion of Champions. So we deem it a very good season for us, even though we were not able to achieve our target.
With the league title gone, focus now shifts to the Ghana Women's FA Cup, where Azakes ladies have one last shot at silverware this season. They will face Army ladies in the final at Ohene Park on Sunday, May 17, 2026. Dr. Nsiansari is confident the team can respond strongly after last season's trophy drought and end the current campaign on a high.
We believe that we are not going to disappoint in the FA Cup. We pray that the preparations that we have done so far, God should be our helper so that we can bring the trophy. At least we cannot go trophyless for the whole season.
Central defender Blessing Shine says the squad is determined to apply lessons from their recent defeat and deliver in the final.
It's going to be a very difficult game for us because they are not coming to lose for the 3rd time. So it's going to be very, very tough. But I think with focus, determination and hard working, we are going to win definitely.
All right, so that's my colleague Pius Asaka with that report around Azakes ladies. Now to some athletics, in Ghana's 4x100 meter relay coach Elom Amenakpo says he fully supports athletes speaking openly about the challenges they face. His comments come after concerns raised by members of the relay team, particularly Abdul Rashid Saminu, over travel and logistical arrangements. Now, Amenakpo emphasized that other nations invest significantly in proper campaign and preparation, adding that Ghana must deliberately do that in creating a right environment for its athletes to succeed.
It's capital intensive, but if it is something that we have to do, because other teams are doing it, China is doing it, Italy is doing it, even Jamaica, South Africa, the good thing is that they are all in South Africa. So that's why we are seeing the quality that we are seeing today. It doesn't take a day to just get a quality handout. Like when I say handout, I'm talking about the baton exchange and all those things. So we just have to be intentional about the Ghana 4x1 team because they have been very consistent since 2019. They've been to straight 4 World Championship, very consistent at the Olympics. So I don't know what we need from these boys again. So I'm very happy that they are speaking out right now.
All right, so that's Ghana's 4x100 meter relay coach Elom Amenakpo speaking to 3 Sports. Now in the Ghana Premier League match day, action resumes later today after last week's fixtures were suspended to honor the late Dominic Frimpong at the Accra Sports Stadium. Accra Folk will take on Kerala United while Kotoko up against Hoho United. Well, that game has been postponed. Elsewhere, Bicham United take on Dreams FC. Bibiani Gold Stars meet Samatex 1996, and then Brecum Chelsea they clash with league leaders Mediama Sporting Club at the Golden City Park. Mediama, guided by head coach Ibrahim Tanko, set top on 56 points and will be aiming to extend their lead despite recent struggles on the road.
Yes, I think the motivation is that we are 5 points ahead. We have 4 tough games to play, so definitely we are going to concentrate on the next one, which is Brecum Chelsea, because they have a very good team, regardless of the position that they are now. So, like I said, we take every game seriously. We take every game like a finals now, because the 4 games we want to win the league, we have to defend the position that we have. So we are going to prepare very well, and we have today and tomorrow, and then on Wednesday to face Brecum Chelsea.
All right, so that's Mediama's head coach Ibrahim Tanko there. Well, let's take you to the Emirates, and last night Arsenal reached their first Champions League final for 20 years as Bukayo Saka's goal was enough to help the Gunners overcome Atletico Madrid 2-1 on aggregate. Mikel Arteta's side went out in the semi-finals to eventual winners Paris Saint-Germain last season, but Saka's goal ensured there was no repeat of that exit at the same stage, and the Champions League and the Premier League double remains a possibility. Let's hear from Arsenal's match winner Bukayo Saka.
What a noise, what a moment for this team, for this club.
Hey, you're taking me away from the celebrations, man. It's so beautiful. You just have to see what it means to us, what it means to the fans. Yeah, we're all so happy.
What pulled you through? They say about managing games, you take the lead. It's easier said than done sometimes to do that.
Yeah, it's easier said than done. You know, this game is a high-pressure game. It means a lot to both sides, and we managed to manage it well and take ourselves to the final, so we're happy.
Alright, so that's the happy man, Bukayo Saka there. Now, Arsenal will play either Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain in the showpiece on May 30 in Budapest for the chance to win the trophy for the first time. But we hear from Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta.
It makes sense, a lot of the things that we do and we go through when you just see so many happy faces and so many people proud of what we are doing. And yeah, it was unbelievable right from the beginning. The manner that our supporters waited for us outside the stadium, the energy, the passion that they put in, it was just great to witness.
It would be fair to say that tonight the supporters rose to the occasion, set the tone.
Absolutely. I think they set the standards and we tried to catch up with them immediately, and it's so good after so many years to give that joy back to them and see that pride in their eyes is beautiful to watch.
Alright, so that's Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta. Now let's get the thoughts of some Arsenal fans after last night's victory.
Look, remember when you asked me what do I want, what my dream is, I said it's the double, and you was like, ooh.
Yeah, I said, hey.
Man's greedy, you know. I want both of them. I want both, bro. I want both. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you now, anyhow we win both. Flex, Abby, expression. We deserve to be here. When we were watching it, it said on the screen, only 6 goals conceded. The next closest person is 20 goals. 20-something goals conceded.
We come here, top 4, the start of the season, top 4. Mikel Arteta walks into the door. I don't care what anybody has to say about this guy. He has changed the direction of the club. Whether he's here tomorrow or whether he's not here tomorrow, his name, will be imprinted in the walls of this club, because he's turned this club around. I don't care what nobody has to say. We are now going to a Champions League final.
Yeah, so that's some Arsenal fans. They are on cloud 9 after seeing their side progress to the finals of the Champions League. But later tonight at the Allianz Arena, the second semi-finals is on. Game is at 7 p.m. Bayern Munich take on Paris Saint-Germain. We hear from Vincent Kompany ahead of tonight's game.
There is no just another game. Every game is different. And but in my case, I don't know how it is for other coaches, but of course, I have been 23 years in top-level football, so although I'm a coach now, there's not many situations I haven't experienced or haven't seen, had success and failure as well. So you do have a big library of moments, and you use it, of course.
All right, so that's Bayern Munich boss Vincent Kompany bringing an end to Kickoff right here on the City Breakfast Show. Kickoff is proudly brought to you by Polytangana and Lasheho. Let's improve life. You're back later at 3:10 on the Traffic Avenue with Walk Up Diaries. I'm Gabi Affair. Enjoy the rest of your day. Do take care and bye-bye.
If you need unique services, innovative financial solutions, we deliver on our promise, cause we are number one. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama. Even when you're stuck with nothing, come to let's share go. No matter your situation, come to let's share go. Let's share go, we improve your life. Let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, let's share go, hey, mama, hey mama, hey mama. Let's share go, we improve your life.
Ghana, get ready for the ultimate athletic showdown.
the 24th Senior African Athletics Championship. Witness world champions across the continent compete in thrilling track and field events like Kenya's Beatrice Chebet and Faith Kepiengo, Nigeria's Toby Amusa, Botswana's Colin Kebenachipi, Liberia's Joseph Fambele, South Africa's Akani Simbini, Zambia's Muzala Somokunga, and our very own Benjamin Azamati and Saminu Abdul Rashid. Don't miss the excitement from the 12th to the 17th of May 2026 at the University of Ghana Sports Complex, Legon. Senior Africa Athletics Championship. Feel the heat. Champions within Africa. This championship is powered by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, the Confederation of African Athletics, and the Ghana Athletics.
Your future starts here at Lexus University College, a place where knowledge meets innovation and dreams become reality. Guided by integrity, excellence, inclusivity, and innovation, we prepare students to thrive in a rapidly changing world. Explore our accredited programs: nursing and midwifery, accounting and IT, banking and finance, marketing, human resource management, ICT, computer science, cybersecurity, applied insurance risk, and data analytics. Admissions are open now. Visit our campus at Tema, Kumti 25, Peasby Junction, or apply online at www.delexusuniversity.edu.gh. Call us on 055 1198 100 or 055 1126 448. Delexus University College. Be knowledgeable and innovative in science and technology.
Join the conversation on the City Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/City97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/City973, and Instagram at instagram.com/City973 with the hashtag CityCBS.
The Money Matters segment is brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
Welcome to the Money Matters segment with Petra. Many of us assume our pension is being handled properly. We see the pay slip, we move on. But assumption is risky. If contributions are delayed or not paid correctly, it affects your future directly. Your pension is your money, and it deserves your attention. Our free pension health check helps you evaluate the health of your pension. So book a session today by visiting our website at www.petraonline.com. Petra, achieve more.
The Money Matters segment was brought to you by Petra. Petra, achieve more.
The City Breakfast Show. Rise above the noise.
Prices will go sweet to your body. Plenty products, they and deals. Free a crack, see bimbila. Bribi, wahoma, obia. From appliances to clothes. Beauty products, pay as you wish. Quality products, guaranteed. If it matters to you, then it matters to us. Try Jumia today. The pocket to thank you. Try Jumia today. The pocket to thank you. Try Jumia today. The pocket to thank you. Try Jumia today. The pocket to thank you.
Are you clapping? Are you giving God the glory? Hallelujah! Every day you wake up shouting, my business is not moving. Customers are not coming. But look, my brother, my sister, who are you deceiving? Have you smiled today? Do you have the confidence to smile? Your face alone is chasing people away. Yeah! We all know that the problem is not a spiritual problem. The problem is a dental problem. She was saying, use Pepsodent charcoal toothpaste to remove yellow. Somebody shout amen.
Craft your smile with Pepsodent charcoal. It removes stains and whitens teeth. This advert is FDA approved.
Buy any promo
pack of Gino tomato mix, Gino pepper and onion, or Gino jollof tomato mix. Cut open the sachet, find the code inside, text the code free of charge to *844*99#. There's over 2.5 million Ghana cedis in airtime to be won, plus amazing appliances and the grand rewards, a brand new car, and an all expenses paid trip to a dream destination. This advert is FDA approved. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
When the bills are mega.
When the plans are mega.
When the pressure is mega.
When the need is mega. Then you need a mega answer. That answer is Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loan. Societe Generale Ghana's Mega Loans promo is available to new and existing salaried workers, existing loan subscribers, including top-up customers and pensioners. Get support for personal needs, family priorities, school fees, home improvement, business support, and more. Enjoy big loans, low rates with a quick and straightforward process designed to help you move without delay. Visit any Societe Generale Ghana branch today or call 030-2214-314. Societe Generale Ghana. The future is you.
Join the conversation on the Citi Breakfast Show on Facebook at facebook.com/Citi97.3, Twitter at twitter.com/Citi973, and Instagram at instagram.com/Citi973 with the hashtag CitiCBS.
Unleashing the power of radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Citi 97.3. Accra.
$7:38, Lucky Dube, a song we could play all day long. Happy birthday to Mrs. Sheila Jemfi Abua, Head of Service Excellence Bank of Africa, Ghana. Wishing you God's blessings and wisdom from Ernie of Fidelity Bank to Mrs. Sheila Jemfi Yabua. Happy birthday to Reverend Ochre of Faith Presby Church, Medina Estate, from the Osebe family and all YAF members. To Mr. Sefa Kokwenye, his partner at Kimathi and Partners, corporate attorneys. Today we celebrate your impact as a visionary leader, impacting lives with purpose. Wishing you continued success, joy, and strength from Wizzy. This one is to my soulmate and my best friend, Mrs. Roche Bafo of Ghana Immigration Service Headquarters. Your wisdom anchors me, your strength lights my way. Thanks for loving me with such honesty and grace. Blessed to do life with you. Happy birthday, my sweet gift. Grow gracefully. I love you from Richmond, KB the husband. A blessed birthday to our daughter Emanuela Na Akle Okante Esquire. Now, may this new age be loaded with more blessings, new anointing, and good health. We love you from your parents, Reverend and Mrs. Holtzborn Okante of Esga Cottage, Oyarifa. Happy birthday to Mr. Mark Bedu Abuaji, Chief Executive Officer of the Ghana National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GNCCI. We love you deeply. Thanks for being a source of inspiration. This is from your wife Abuna and the squad, as well as K to Mark Bedu Abuaji. Happy birthday to the Governor of the Bank of Ghana. That was yesterday, actually, Dr. Johnson Pandit Asiama. And to Dr. Rhoda Osei Setre of the Family Medical or Family Medicine Department, UGMC. You are a blessing to me and to everyone around you. Thank you for the love, warmth, and light you bring to our lives. Lots of love from Prince Emmanuel Judah and Josiah Caleb. And to Sylvia Efwa Krakov. Long life and prosperity. Stay blessed. Happy birthday.
Okay, so Bernard, let me use the opportunity to extend a beautiful happy birthday to my own cousin, Fafa Gozo of Jidula Pink Foundation. Your dedication to breast cancer prevention, awareness, and survival is deeply inspiring for many around you, including my good self and the entire family. May this new chapter bring you strength, joy, good health, and even greater impact in the lives of women, families, and communities. Keep shining, keep surviving, keep serving, and keep giving hope, my sister. Bless you, Fafa.
And a few more here. Happy 6th birthday to Brian Meyer Hyde. He brings so much joy, laughter, and love into our lives, and we are incredibly proud of the wonderful boy you're becoming. May your days always be filled with happiness, blessings, and beautiful moments as you grow. From your parents, Peter and Beatrice Meyer Hyde, and your brother, Sean Meyer Hyde. Happy birthday to you, Gilbert Anodakon of Juni, Ghana, and member of the Church of Pentecost, J.C. Kwe. May the years ahead be filled with positivity, good health, and abundant blessings from your siblings, Godfred, Isaba, Sarah, Nicholas, Sika, and Betty. Enjoy your special day, Pakwesi. We love you is the message. Happy birthday to Shimat Yanka. Wishing you a day filled with love, laughter, and unforgettable moments. May this new chapter bring you happiness, success, good health, and endless blessings from Daryl, Charlie, Sheila. Oh, okay. Asha and Emmanuel. Happy birthday also to Professor Mrs. Yeah.
I think it's Kayla.
Okay, sorry. I've not seen before. Professor Mrs. Olivia Teria Kwapong of PCG Hope Congregation Sakumono, from your sweet husband, Reverend Dr. G.O. Kwapong, and the children as well as the family, Prof. More wings. Thank you, Sky. Happy birthday to Mrs. Vanessa Mary Coleman Ribeiro, right? May the Almighty God's blessings continue to abound on you, from your parents Eric and Josephine Coleman, your brother Charles Spencer Coleman, your husband Frank Ribeiro, and your boys Kian and Uriah Ribeiro.
Let me add quickly, happy birthday to Mrs. Phoebe Tete. This is coming in from your husband Fred. This is belated, actually. He sent it yesterday, but I couldn't read it. Forgive me. And this is also from your children, Cyril, Christabel, Chelsea, and Enoch, to Mrs. Phoebe Tete. Happy birthday belatedly.
That you care. When every time I look around, the people suffer in the suffer in every way. In every way. Say, no, 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 no. We're the survivors. Yes, the black survivors. people got nothing. Some people got hopes and dreams. Some people got ways and means.
No. We are the survivors. We've survived many things. Now let me tell you briefly about an episode with Mama. It's a very, very interesting thing we're doing to celebrate our mothers this Mother's Day. And with a big celebration is on Friday on Branch in the City. But we want you to reflect on a moment that something happened and your mother came through for you in a defining way, right? So this is to help you appreciate Mama through this power of storytelling. And so we'd like you to send in a story, a personal story about your mother or mother figure, on how maybe you hurt your mother through a decision, word, or action, or your sacrifice, or a sacrifice your mother made for you, or a defining moment where your mother's action changed your life. It's a very simple thing we're doing, where you can send your entries to us on a WhatsApp number 053-998-6996 053-998-6996. So basically reflect on something, your an episode with your mama that is of significance, and we'll summarize those entries and pick some of the interesting ones. And on Friday on Branch in the City, you'll be given a chance to talk about your mother. And your mother has some fantastic prizes to win. Yeah.
So I dream, I say string. Which way will we choose? We better hurry.
So your mother will be transported to a hotel for a nice hangout with the family as part of our prizes. She will receive a special recognition. And we want a story about how your mama came through for you. An episode with mama that you will not forget. That came through, that changed your life, that is a living memory in your life. And we know mothers always means sacrifice, nurturing, patience, love, grace. We all have episodes with mama. Plenty, too many to mention. So submit a short story. It shouldn't be very long. Very, very brief episode with your mama, with your full name, your mother's name, and your phone details. Send it to our WhatsApp number, and we'll be reading some of those entries on air tomorrow ahead of our Friday final recognition.
We're the survivors in this age of technological scientific atrocity. Atomic misphilosophy. Nuclear misenergy. It's a world that forces lifelong insecurity. Together now.
So the entries should not be more than 200 words. So it shouldn't be too long. Just a brief overview of an episode that will never leave your mind, that you will never forget. A moment with mama. We call it an episode with mama. Send those entries in this morning. Send them in throughout the day. Send them in tomorrow, so that by Friday we'll let you know who the shortlisted celebrants are, as we reflect on their journey our mothers have taken us through to bring us where we are today. In the meantime, Blue Financial Services has a fantastic new app on the Play Store, which makes your financial decisions very easy. Our rates are among the most competitive in the country. No endless paperwork. Get a loan disbursed in as little as 4 hours. WhatsApp us on 0501 609 958 or call 0303 968 196. If you need an emergency loan, if you need a financial partner that understands you, definitely Blue Finance. Follow us on social media at Blue FSGH. Imagine your next vacation fully paid, unforgettable, and within reach. By simply using your ABSA card, you could win an exclusive trip for 2 to Mauritius. Spend 350 cedis to earn an entry and enjoy additional chances with every qualifying transaction via your ABSA card or ABSA digital platforms. 9 additional customers will be rewarded with an all-expense paid weekend escape at a selected resort in Ghana. Your getaway begins with a swipe. This promotion runs till 31st July and is regulated by NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply. Your story matters. ABSA. So what defines the strength of a woman? Is it her creativity, her ability to multitask, or her leadership? Discover Obasima, Stanbic Bank's women banking solution designed for every woman in Ghana. Enjoy business incubation, China trade opportunities, and comprehensive financial and insurance support. Stanbic is here to drive your growth. Visit stanbicbank.com.gh or call 0302-815-789. Stanbic Obasima, unlock your strength. Do you know what an Obasima is? You don't know?
Obasima.
Yes.
Osowa.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Hey. Thank you.
Charlie, you are there. You are wild. What? We're still talking mothers. This Mother's Day, give your mother a moment of true love at Biposo Wellness Resort. It's up the hill in a brief. Now, this is a place for gentle adventure, creativity, and peaceful wellness. It's a thoughtfully curated experience waiting for your mama up the hill. It's restoration, recognition, and care beautifully expressed. Biposo is an amazing experience, which will not be bad for you to book for your mom.
Oh, exactly. I mean,
for this Mother's Day season.
Yeah,
you can call 020-055-7699 to reserve a place for her at Biposo, or even for yourself. It's a wellness resort like no other because she deserves everything and more. That's our theme for this Mother's Day season. And in the meantime, if you're dreaming of studying abroad and taking the IELTS test, IDP Education has the great solution for you. We're supporting your journey with some very interesting services. Support for study abroad applications to the US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and Canada, helping thousands of students achieve their international dreams every year. We're at Akweje in Accra or Edum in Kumasi. Call 0202-566-614 or 054-233-1052. Book your IELTS test today, speak to our counselors, and take the first step towards your future abroad. All right, so let's talk about the Children's Hospital in the Wager area that has been closed for over a year. Lots of people are unhappy. Here's a report from our Central Regional correspondent, Kwesi Ado, about the newly finished Children's Specialist Hospital at Wager.
The project, initiated by the previous administration and completed last year, was aimed at meeting the health needs of children within the Wejagbawe municipality and its environs. A visit to the hospital indicates that furniture, medical equipment, and an ambulance have already been provided. Parents are always faced with frustrating circumstances as they seek specialist health care for their sick children at far-distant facilities.
Look at the kids that like we have been losing them because of hospital beds. Look at what happened at Kaswa. It just died because of bed. And this structure, there's nothing like over here. Look at the van over here. This one is not Aboboya. An ambulance.
Last 2 months, my sister's daughter was ill. We thought they have opened it, but we came here and the hospital was not open. We have to rush her to the children's hospital.
Some residents of the area who are becoming impatient with the continued delay in opening the hospital to the general public have staged a peaceful protest. Bearing placards with various inscriptions, they mobilized at the forecourt of the hospital, demanding for immediate action from government. Exclusive footage available to Channel 1 News shows vividly that every necessary equipment is already installed and beds for hostel accommodation for parents whose children will be admitted also provided. The air conditioner in the CT scan room has been running for a whole year, a waste of energy, while the other machinery gather dust. The Member of Parliament for Wejagbawe, Jerry Ahmed Shaib, who joined the protest, is unhappy over the long delay in operationalizing the hospital.
I would not have asked anybody to come and demonstrate or whatever. But I think they are feeling the pinch. And if you see them, most of them are mothers. Most of them are women. They know the kind of troubles they go through just to have health care for their children and themselves. I have been to a lot of European countries, and I'm telling you on authority, this facility, it's a facility that it prevails over most of the facilities I've seen in Europe. So you're asking yourself, what is the Ghanaian, what is wrong? What have we done to merit this kind of punishment? What is the problem? Why are we making children die just because we are failing to commission a hospital? And this is not even the only one. Are we not being reasonable? Are we not being care? Don't we care about the lives of people? Do we always have to stay like this and be political about everything? Can you imagine that you promised the Ghanaian people that you were going to build 2 chips compound in every district or municipality, and you have not been able to do so? But we have this facility which is sitting there, and you won't commission.
Jeremy Chaibu is MP for Wejak Bawe, ending that report by Kwesi Ado. So that was yesterday. Now we're told the Ministry of Health has sent a statement. Do you have it, Caleb?
Yes,
what are they saying?
The statement says that the Ministry of Health has noted with concern a demonstration that took place at the Weja Pediatric Hospital today, that's yesterday, May 5, 2026, and wishes to state the following. One, the hospital is a World Bank funded project which commenced in 2023 and was expected to be completed in December 2025. However, in 2024, the World Bank raised concerns about misprocurement, which included inflated cost of medical equipment up to about 11 times the actual price. 3. As a result, the World Bank declined to settle all the outstanding payment. 4. Recognizing the importance of the project, the Ministry of Health engaged relevant stakeholders and was prepared to commission the facility for use. However, the contractor subsequently halted this process, insisting that all outstanding issues be fully resolved before granting access to the hospital. The ministry wishes to assure the people of Ghana that it is actively engaging all stakeholders to ensure the matter, to resolve the matter in the best interest of the public. 6. The ministry acknowledges the critical importance of the hospital within Ghana's healthcare delivery system, particularly in providing specialized care for children. We wish to assure the general public that the Ministry of Health is committed to working assiduously to ensure the full operationalization of the pediatric hospital. The ministry therefore appeals to the people of Weja in particular and the general public at large to exercise patience while steps are taken to operationalize the hospital. Issued by Tony Goodman, spokesman, Ministry of Health.
Thank you for that. What we need to clarify is whether the hospital was finished in January 2025 or December 2025. If you look at the ministry's response, the hospital also have been finished December last year, which means it's been sitting there for at least 4 months. We don't know if they did finish it, but we have a video of the inside of the hospital. It looks really, really good. We should not gloss over the issues of procurement, misprocurement, as claimed by the ministry. If indeed the cost of some items were inflated 11 times, up to 11 times, as
echoing the World Bank.
Yes, as the World Bank is saying, and therefore the World Bank says they're not going to pay. Should the government just pay because of the pressure, or should the government cause an investigation to determine whether the prices they will pay are fair value? Do you get me? So World Bank, because of their processes, may say we will not pay, for which reason the contractor has not been paid. And if the contractor has not been paid, he will not open the hospital because he has access to the place. Now there's pressure on government to open the place. So will government just find money and say, let me just pay so that the pressure will go down? Or will they say, let's meet the contractor and go through the cost again? Do you understand? Because World Bank money is supposed to be stewarded properly, and so should government of Ghana money.
Is it not counterpart funding of some kind?
We need to find the details. So if Caleb, you can dig out what the funding arrangement was. But even if it's counterpart funding, once the World Bank has said, according to the government, that they won't pay their part, the contractor is so owed.
Yeah, but Bernard, I think there are very serious issues here, and I'm surprised that the big investigation or investigative bodies are not interested, or they have not shown interest. If they have, I've not seen anything publicly. Because if we are told that maybe a wheelchair is supposed to cost, say, 5,000 Ghana cedis, and someone is billing the state and, for that matter, the World Bank 11 times that amount, that's nothing close to reasonability, which means that someone would have to account for the difference and why they thought that we should be subjected to such level of fleecing. That is what it would seem. Because if the facts the World Bank is telling us are anything to be believed, then it means that people must answer questions. Because it is not reasonable to expect, even if maybe you went in for a loan, you can explain that maybe cost of loan maybe double the price of what you call acquisition of whatever you are buying to execute the project. But if we are told that 11 times in some cases, that is unreasonable. And I think that if government funding is involved and we are made to believe that there's some commitment from the government, then there has got to be some investigations. And we must know exactly who is responsible for what was responsible for this huge escalation of the cost of items, and why the people believe that it is reasonable and we must pay it. No, we should not commit our public resources like that. The Honorable Member of Parliament for the area should be interested in this matter.
So are you saying that beyond the need to get the hospital running, there has to be some clarity on the cost issues?
Exactly.
So, because what I'm seeing is the government will be under pressure to open the hospital because the people they need. And by the way, if you look at the western part of Accra, they don't have those many hospitals, health facilities. A lot of the big hospitals are on this side. So there's a case to be made for that hospital to be located there,
which is fair,
right? And then their protest may also be genuine in the sense that we want the hospital to open, but how long should we give ourselves? And who else? Don't you think the World Bank also needs to come out and tell us? Because the ministry is now saying the World Bank has sort of
done their own,
they've refused to make some payment. That's the allegation. But I feel like the World Bank could have issued a statement to say, this is our issue with the hospital.
Yeah.
To bring some clarity. Number two, as you rightly said, there has to be some independent audit of the costs.
Exactly.
Whether some I don't know whether there are these companies that do valuations, or I don't know.
We have a state one. I've forgotten the name.
Yes. Is it AESL or
AESL,
whatever?
Yes.
Who can then say, look, the truth is that it will eventually become politics. That's what is happening.
Which is unfortunate. We should not reduce matters like this to politics because we are losing money.
Yeah.
It is not like they said, oh, it's twice the cost of the thing, which you can sometimes explain. So maybe because this and that, inflation, CD devaluation, or CD whatever, volatility and all of that. You can give some reasonable explanations. But when it is 11 times as alleged by the
No, they said
Bank,
some. So the statement said some items. So they didn't say the whole thing was 11.
Yes, so some items. That is unreasonable in my respectful view. And you see, it is something that ordinarily, if the Auditor General had handled it, then the Public Accounts Committee would be dealing with it. But thus far, we've not seen anything to that effect.
Let me give you some more background. World Bank contract withdrawal stalls Wager Pediatric Hospital project. This story is by Abigalata, December 12 last year. Work on the Wager Bawe Pediatric Hospital has stalled following procurement concerns raised in a recent World Bank post-review report. So you need to find that. Prompting questions about the future of the project and contributing to delays in delivering urgently needed specialist health-related services for children. According to the report cited by Citi News on Friday, December 12, several issues were identified in the Ministry of Health procurement processes under the Children's Hospital project. These included insufficient documentation supporting estimated contract costs, questions over the price reasonableness of high-value medical equipment, gaps in negotiation records, and delayed deliveries tied to construction setbacks. One major concern cited by the bank was the cost of a 128 slice CT scanner procured for the Wager facility. The reporter noted that the $1.53 million price was significantly higher than comparable global market figures. Now, this is 2025. The Ministry of Health, however, defended the pricing, explaining that CT scanners are custom built to match technical specifications requested by the buyer and cannot be accurately compared without a detailed evaluation of configurations, accessories, and warranty conditions. The ministry added that price references and historical data were provided during assessment, and that earlier communication with the bank had included examples of similar purchases from other national projects. The bank also noted the absence of documented price negotiations. In response, the ministry stated that it had conducted a full price reasonableness analysis in line with procurement regulations, and that negotiations had indeed taken place though the final price could not be reduced further without compromising equipment quality. Delays in delivering the installation of medical equipment for the Wager project were also flagged. The ministry acknowledged that construction delays, largely due to slow payment, meant the hospital was not ready to receive the equipment on schedule. Similar delays were noted in the nationwide rollout of ultrasound systems, which the ministry attributed to challenges in finalizing distribution lists. Additional findings included some issues around advanced mobilization payments and the use of insurance bonds instead of bank guarantees for certain contracts or certain contractors. The ministry explained that updated bank guarantees were later provided and that some of the challenges occurred during the COVID-19 lockdown period. Despite addressing each concern point by point, ministry officials noted the bank recommendations, but did not confirm whether the review had directly led to a cancellation of support. However, the procurement issues and payment delays have resulted in halted construction. So this was in December, leaving the future of the hospital uncertain. The ministry maintains that it followed the required processes and provided adequate justification for its decisions. Stakeholders now await clarity on whether funding will be restored and construction can resume to ensure children at the hospital receive specialized healthcare promised. So this is a December background. There's more I'll give you when we come back. Let's bring in tech and social media trends now.
It's brought to us by Telecel.
And Rekwan Kofi is here. Hello, Edwin. Welcome.
Hello, Bernard. Good morning to you and good morning to everyone who is listening and watching us on our social media platforms. So I'll start off with the story you just brought. I'm not going to go into details because you've provided all the details, the statement from the Health Ministry and the reports by Akwesiado from the Central Region on the protest yesterday and the fact that the equipment has been left unused since the hospital or the facility was completed. But we got an inside look into the facility and all the equipment there. It seems to have been completed, furnished, but it's unused. So if you want to see what it is, we've posted it on our social media platforms and on YouTube. So you can go there, just search for the Wager Hospital, which is a keyword in there, and then you find all those videos.
What is interesting is that in the December story, the project had not been finished.
Yes.
But now it's been finished, suggesting that maybe some of the issues might have been resolved, but maybe payments have still not been made.
That's true. But on social media, people just want the hospital available for, first of all, care of our children, our sick children, because this is a major facility which is supposed to provide specific care for children as well. And also it provides an opportunity to employ a lot of people. So the conversation online is that regardless of the issues, I know we need to resolve all those financial issues, but still this is a major project which was supposed to help in our healthcare. So
because there are implications for accepting use while you have not resolved some of these issues. It is important that the parties get to the table to negotiate around these issues, because clearly, I mean, some of the things that the World Bank has spoken about are, I mean, they are outrageous, right? So they need to sit down, and if they are going to use quantum merit principles to resolve the issues in the meantime, something like that should be done. Yes, I agree with the view that the hospital has got to be used, but we must do it in a way that does not affect the interests of all the parties involved in this particular matter in a reasonable way.
Some digging I'm doing shows that the status of funds is revealing $3.8 million was cancelled by the World Bank, according to the report. So
we'll get to this when we come back.
Okay, so we move on to another public official, this time the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Linda Oklu, who has been speaking. We know there have been a number of demolitions because people have built in unauthorized places. And she has come under criticism because she said that they are transferred municipal officers who had issued those permits to the regions in the north as punishment.
Yes. People, they actually see, it's a culture in Ghana where transfers are used as a punishment.
Yeah.
Her only problem was that she mentioned where they were sent.
Yes.
But the truth is that whether it's teachers or district staff of district assemblies, they always use transfer as punishment. It's like, I'll show you, I'll transfer you. So I don't know whether the furor is because she mentioned the north or whether she suggested that a transfer is a punishment. But transfers have always been used as punishment, something we've been against for a while.
Yeah, because is it that the people of the north don't deserve good things? Yeah, because the people
But
are
that's what they
bad
do.
and they are undermining the quality of local governance in the country. They should be removed from the service.
Sometimes they transfer you to a rural area as punishment. So it's not even just the north as an issue. You get it? So I can understand where the anger is coming. But I'm saying that the bigger issue is, as Kai said, why should we be using transfers as punishment? So that somebody go and misconduct themselves further? So is it that the people in that place, they don't deserve good people?
Yeah.
So it's a bigger issue, not just the minister. This is a much broader government mindset in the public service around punishment transfers.
You are, but people say that we are trying to get our professionals, whether health, whether educational professionals, to move to these areas because they need a lot more support. So a public official, a senior public official coming out to say such a thing is a very big problem because it undermines that whole strategy, and it seems to suggest that people in the northern regions don't deserve any good things, which is very unfortunate. Let's move on to Air Ghana, which is trending because they have acquired a Boeing 737-400 cargo plane to aid in their operations. They are a logistics company which has been operating in Ghana since the 80s, and they've over the years built up their fleet. They've acquired their Boeing 737 aircraft.
So it's a cargo plane.
It's a cargo plane. Yeah. But then the conversation online, because it's named Air Ghana,
people thought it was
people thought it was a state-owned company that had acquired the plane.
It's sometimes, I mean, the people in the political space speaking for and against, I think they should fact check themselves before putting out some of these things. People who should know, who are in the system, who should know that this is not the thing the government promised it was going to deliver. This is not what was promised. They said they were going to set up a new aviation company for the country, which is a great thing. It serves its useful purpose and all of that. But this is not it. But somehow
it's being passed off.
Exactly. They pass it off to the Ghanaian people. Oh, the promise has been fulfilled, and now there's a pushback. I think that is unfortunate. Let's sanitize it.
Okay, so we'll move on to Presec. Dr. Ernest Ofori. He has built a 600-bed facility at the Presby Boys Senior High School at Legon. Obviously, a fantastic facility. We got a look at it. Beautiful facility at the moment, and it was commissioned yesterday. And a number of dignitaries, very important people, old students of the school were there, including the Education Minister Haruna Idrisu, who officially commissioned it. We also saw the former Speaker of Parliament, Professor Mike Aaron Okwe, who was who was there. Also, the former Greek Minister. Odadie Brian, the champion, who was also there. It was a brilliant event to commission the facility, and they spoke about the things Presec needs as well. The infrastructure deficits at the school.
Be serious,
it's a big issue.
Our assembly hall cannot contain us.
Yeah, so it's a really big issue, and this facility definitely goes a long way to help in resolving that.
Issue. Openia kasa alo jwaria so it'll be big man. Congratulations to him. We are learning from him. God should bless us too, all sitting here and be
with success and a couple of things.
Exactly. So that when we also move, we leave footprints.
And I hope students of other secondary schools, all students also learn a lesson and help out their schools if they can, however they can. But let's finish with Arsenal, and they're in the Champions League final. Congratulations to them.
Papa Sam.
Yes, they've proved a lot of doubts,
including
myself.
If Arsenal wins the double, our boss has to raise our salaries.
Yes, double the time.
A whole month party. The whole month
party hard,
because this is a huge achievement. It's only their second time in the final. The last time they played Barcelona in the final in 2006.
Wow, 20 years ago.
Yeah, they lost it. But they are in a better place at the moment. Very good squad. A manager who has been criticized a lot, but he's guided them to the Champions League final, and they're on the verge of winning the Premier League as well. So they'll play either PSG and Bayern Munich, who play tonight to determine the next Champions League finalists. So congratulations to Arsenal.
Okay.
In tech news, there's a story I wanted to bring you because we've been talking about how officials, when things are promised to people and they are not delivered, we just let it go. Apple recently promised that it will provide a number of enhancements to Siri, and I hope we all know what Siri is. It's their platform on the phone or any other Apple device, which is basically the assistant on the platform that they have, which helps in doing any tasks using the phone or your Mac or any other Apple device. Well, they promised some enhancements, but they had to delay it because of a few issues, which led to a class action lawsuit from the Apple users. And they've had to settle now for $250 million because they delayed and their enhancements for Siri. Now they've had to pay $250 million. Obviously, it could have been more if it had gone to through the legal process. Maybe it could have, but
so maybe the representation they made, people acted on it.
Exactly, they even included it in their marketing. So it should send some letters to people who promise and do not deliver.
Reasonable
expectation that they should be able to deliver, otherwise they can be taken on in the law.
Yeah, but in the realm of government, it's some way.
It is some way, although it's not ideal.
Thank you very much indeed.
There are many reasons to connect, and it's all to put smiles on the faces of those you love.
Daddy, thanks for the tea cash, okay? I love you.
That's my daughter Angela. Caring for my parents, that's my duty. I also get to pay my utility bills easily with Telecel Cash. And to the suppliers at my shop,
hello sir, Telecel Cash payment received right on time. Thank you.
I get to make them smile because I can pay to my suppliers' merchant numbers, even on other networks directly. My dear ones, we keep the connection stronger when our family, friends, and business relations are happy. On cash, enjoy convenience, and make those who matter smile when you send them money with Telecel Cash.
Telecel, connecting energies.
The World Cup is coming, and this time you're not just watching it, you're living it. Match Experience Hospitality is giving you front row access to football's biggest stage in absolute style. Think VIP stadium seating, exclusive lounges, gourmet dining, and priority access. No stress, no hassle, just pure football luxury. This isn't just a ticket. This is the World Cup experience. With over a decade as an official FIFA sales agent, Match Experience Hospitality knows exactly how to turn a match into a lifetime memory. So upgrade your World Cup. Call 055-155-1119. Visit matchexphospitality.com or walk into any Absa Bank branch, our official banking partner today. Match Experience Hospitality. Don't just watch the game, live it. Match Experience Hospitality is doing this with Absa Bank as its official banking partner and Glyco as your official travel insurance partner.
Abochi babide, kunya sankofa. Pepe soup where you know, pepe sankofa. Sankofa pepe powder, esheshi raw. Sankofa pepe powder, me pa ojawo. Esheshi. Sankofa pepe powder, me pa ojawo. Esheshi. Me pa ojawo. Esheshi. Me pa ojawo. Esheshi. Me pa ojawo. Esheshi. Me pa ojawo. Sankofa pepe powder. Ojawo.
FDA aji ejade nkrato yatum.
The world is changing fast, and the leaders who thrive will shape what comes next. What matters now is the ability to think clearly, act with purpose, and lead in complexity. For more than 20 years, Ashesi University has shaped leaders who do exactly that, combining character with rigorous real-world problem-solving. Our MBA and Master's programs in Intelligent Computing Systems and Mechatronic Engineering are designed for professionals who want their work to matter and their leadership to last. Remember, graduate and undergraduate admissions are ongoing. Visit ashesi.edu.gh to learn more.
Cast your mind back to 2022. The prices were rising. The stress was high. Every liter of fuel felt like a sacrifice. Do you remember who stepped forward first? When others were comfortable with high prices, Star Oil chose you. We cut our own profits so you could keep your AC on, keep your engines running, and keep your life moving without the heavy burden. We gave you room to breathe when things felt tight. Because of you, our star savers, we became number one. Today, the pumps are a battleground. Others are finally cutting prices because they have to. But Star Oil, we do it because we want to. Don't just chase a price, remember a friendship. We were there for you then, and with new innovations coming your way, we are here for you now. Star Oil, still quality and affordable fuels for all.
Ghana, get ready for the ultimate athletics showdown, the 24th Senior African Athletics Championship. Witness world champions across the continent compete in thrilling track and field events like Kenya's Beatrice Chebet and Faith Kepiengo, Nigeria's Toby Amusa, Botswana's Colin Kebenachipi, Liberia's Joseph Fambele, South Africa's Akani Simbini, Zambia's Muzala Somokunga, and our very own Benjamin Azamati and Saminu Abdul Rashid. Don't miss the excitement from the 12th to the 17th of May 2026 at the University of Ghana Sports Complex, Legon. Senior Africa Athletics Championship. Feel the heat. Champions within Africa. This championship is powered by the Ministry of Sports and Recreation, the Confederation of African Athletics, and the Ghana Athletics.
Go day, say a party, mini me a chomo, crunchy, chilling with friends, mini me a chomo, tasty, take chuck your hunger, mini me a chomo, crunchy, break time please, mini me a chomo, tasty, mini me a chomo, mini me a chomo, mini me a chomo, come and taste the fun, mini me a chomo, mini me a chomo, mini me a chomo, the fun for the
This advert is FDA approved.
Welcome to IO Help Center. How can we help?
I just signed up to IO and I'd like to know the claim processes.
If you or your insured family member is hospitalized, get your OPD card, an excuse duty or itemized bill, a discharge letter indicating admission and discharge dates from a certified hospital, and a valid ID card. And if an insured family member dies, then you'll need a death certificate, burial permit, or a signed letter from a chief or pastor, medical cause of death, and a valid ID card. When ready, dial *296#, select the product you're claiming for, and follow the prompt. You will receive a link via text to send your documents. For any assistance, visit the nearest MTN office or call 296. Know that claims are paid after verifications are done. T's and C's apply. Underwritten by Sanlam Alliance Life Insurance Ghana Limited. IO, because you care.
Unleashing the power of relevant radio. This is Citi 97.3.
Dites-moi d'où il vient, enfin je saurai où je vais. Maman dit que lorsqu'on cherche bien, on finit toujours par trouver. Elle dit qu'il n'est jamais très loin, qu'il part très souvent travailler. Maman dit travailler c'est bien, bien mieux qu'être mal accompagné, pas vrai?
Où est ton papa? Dis-moi où est ton papa? Sans même devoir lui parler, c'est ce qui ne va pas. Ah sacré papa, dis-moi où es-tu caché?
Ça doit
faire au moins 1000 fois que j'ai
compté mes doigts. Hey.
Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es papa, où t'es? Où t'es, où t'es papa, où t'es? 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 Où t'es, où t'es papa, où t'es?
8:24 on the City Breakfast Show.
bien jour.
You know that moment when the alarm rings and life is already asking questions, campus, office, hustle, dreams waiting to be chased. Those are the moments when you need something that helps you show up and keep going. That's why Cowbell Coffee stays with us every single moment. Whether you're grinding for that exam, pushing deadlines at work, or cooking up the next big idea, Cowbell Coffee gives you that creamy taste and rich coffee aroma to kickstart your day right, and you can enjoy it anytime. Because success doesn't happen overnight, it's the little moments, the early mornings, the late nights, and that's where Cowbell stays with you. Cowbell Coffee with you every moment. This advert is FDA approved. Now, if you're into agribusiness, retail, mining, hospitality, manufacturing, trade, or logistics, then you need a partner that understands your business, and that partner is Absa Business Banking. You get tailored financial solutions such as working capital, asset and trade finance, merchant solutions, and digital banking support designed specifically for your business success. So whatever stage your business is at, talk to an Absa Bank relationship manager today. At Absa Business Banking, we get it, and that's why we are here for you. Your story matters, Absa. A flexible policy like Old Mutual Transition Plan to help build a legacy offers you cover for the unexpected issues of life. Get over 300,000 CDs with no underwriting, greater flexibility with no limits to the lives you can cover, up to age 80, and an uninterrupted cover, enabling you to secure what matters most in the simplest of ways. Dial *378*3# to request a call for the Old Mutual Legacy Transition Plan, and let's get you a plan that works for you and your family. Old Mutual, do great things every day.
And managing your church or ministry requires a banking partner that truly understands your mission. Zenith Bank Ghana introduces the Zenith Church Premium Account, a tailored financial solution for churches and ministries. Enjoy free Sunday cash pickups, loans at concessionary rates, full cash management services, and expert investment advice for your ministry's growth. Let Zenith Bank handle your church's finances while you focus on transforming lives. Sign up for the Zenith Church Premium Account today. Talk to us 054 2000 111 or visit any of our bank branches nationwide and sign up. Zenith Bank, in your best interest. They say the future is coming, and we are shaping it. Join the continent's biggest fintech gathering at the 3i Africa Summit 2026 under the theme The Next Frontier, Shaping Africa's Integrated Fintech Future. This is happening from the 6th to the 8th of this month. The Destiny Arena is where it's happening. Come connect with founders, meet the regulators, and close the deal with global investors. 3i Africa is proudly hosted by the Bank of Ghana with support from GIPS and the Global Finance and Technology Network. Register now at 3iafrica.com and be part of the transformation. Everyone is a winner in the Ungalicious Abingwaha promo. Over 4 million Ghana cedis worth of cash and prizes to be won. Just look out for the special Ungalicious promo pack. Submit 20 Onga powder promo sachets and 20 Onga shrimp tablet promo wrappers at any Onga redemption center near you and receive your scratch card. Scratch to review your unique code. Send that to *713*27# and win instantly. Cash prizes are up to 200,000 Ghana cedis. There are deep freezers, smart TVs, kitchen appliances, and more. Promo runs from 15th of April to the 15th of July this year. Hurry, don't miss this. Terms and conditions apply. Life has a funny way of showing up uninvited. 1 minute everything is fine, no drama. Then the next minute reality hits differently with hospital bills, emergencies, and expenses showing up. That's why IO annual cover got you covered with just a yearly premium of 159.50 Ghana cedis or 264 Ghana cedis or 396 Ghana cedis for yourself and each member or each family member. You get up to 16,125 Ghana cedis to support funeral expenses and up to 322 Ghana cedis, 50 pesos daily hospital cash benefit per night. And yes, you can even add up to 6 family members from 1 to 69 years to your policy. So sign up. It's quick and simple. Log on to your Momo app, go to financial services, select insure, tap on IO, then choose the package that suits you, or dial *928*101#, select annual cover and sign up in seconds. For inquiries, WhatsApp us on 05969182350, 05969182350. Follow us at IO Ghana on Facebook and Instagram, or visit any MTN branch. IO, because we care. Sweet Mommy, Hajia Bakope, Mother Teresa Ekome, different names but still the same Mama G. This Mother's Day geisha is looking for stories of all mothers and mother figures who have selflessly impacted the lives of millions. Who was she to you? Your own mom who also played the role of the community mother, or your teacher back in high school who loved you, and many others like her very own. Maybe she didn't birth you, but she definitely helped raise you. Was it in her counsel, her benevolence, support, selflessness, or love? If you know a Mama G and have her story, call us on the show to share, or you can visit the Geisha Ghana social media pages and drop them to Mama G's. Will become Mama Enjoyment when they get an all expense paid trip to a special location, a free year supply of Geisha products, and not one, not two, but 10,000 Ghana cities. And so let's celebrate all those special women in our lives the Geisha way.
All right, so welcome back to the discussion on the hospital at Weija. So we have more information on this. So the World Bank during COVID-19 supported the government of Ghana to implement a number of projects. All right. So the total amount was over $425 million. And the project began in April 2, 2020 and was to have ended on December 31, 2024. Now, the project included the building of a number of facilities. So it included many things, including 20 health facilities in total. As of July ending 2024, the Dodowa Isolation and Treatment Center had been finished. The Keta Intensive Care Center, or ITC, had also been finished. The Adaklu 1, Kumasi South 1, Kolebu, and the Lubo were all finished and were operational as of end July 2024. Now, there were 14 facilities where civil works and equipment and furniture installation were pending. Now, I'm reading this background because it will explain to us why there are issues with the Weija 1 as of today, May 6, 2026. Now, as of the end of July 2024, the 14 facilities were at various stages of completion when compared to the December 2024 end date. Aflawa was 99%, Cape Coast was 99%, Ghana Health Service quarters in Pantan 99%, Sewua 99%, Asawinso 94%, Zebila 94%, Goso 92%, staff accommodation at Dodowa 78%. Now, Weija Children's Hospital was 70% complete as of July 2024. Koforidua was 60%. Then, as the report went on, it did a full paragraph on Weija. It said, regarding Weija's Children's Hospital, the government proposed additional activities including construction of a mother's hostel, and procurement of additional equipment to allow for full operationalization of the facility. In addition to the certification from the contractor confirming the structural integrity of the building, considering the proposed additional works, and the Ministry of Health's application for an updated EPA permit, the World Bank requested the government to immediately submit its own certificate confirming the structural integrity of the building, considering the proposed additional works, and evidence of application for the updated building permit. Meanwhile, the government is expected to provide a clarification on the management arrangements for the facility ahead of its completion and handover by the contractor. We do not know if this was done because this is 2024. Then December 2025, the Citi online news team now cites a new World Bank report which flags a number of issues. So I'm giving the context now. So this is December 12, 2025, a year after the completion of the project, or a year after the project was to have been finished, because we do not know whether the project finished in 2024 December or not. Then the issues the World Bank highlights are insufficient documentation supporting estimated contract cost, questions over price reasonableness of high-value medical equipment, gaps in negotiation records, delayed deliveries tied to construction setbacks. And then the World Bank gave an example of a 128 slice CT scanner procured for the hospital, which was valued at $1.53 million, which price the World Bank thought was significantly higher than the global market figures. The ministry then gave their responses. Now, I'm bringing this thing to you to compare with a couple of things. Remember when the UGMC, when the MPP came to office in 2017, we did a whole campaign around UGMC, and there were similar issues around whether the facility was ready or not. At the time, The people in government said that the facility didn't have all the necessary equipment for full operationalization. Although some information we had suggested that they could at least open part of it. It led to, in fact, it led to a protester storming a program with a placard where the first lady at the time was at. Eventually, the hospital was operationalized. Now, it seems to me we are in a similar situation. But in this particular case, the information we have suggests that the hospital is actually ready. But because of the procurement issues raised by the World Bank, monies may not have been advanced to pay the contractor fully. So the community and the MP are obviously unhappy with the facility line, they're not being opened. But the authorities know that because the contractor has not been paid, they cannot, or fully paid, they cannot open the facility. You see where we are? Yeah. So the Ministry of Health's press statement seems to suggest this thing, but they are not telling us exactly how much the guy is owed and whether they agree with the World Bank as to the issues around overvaluation. That's what it is. So I feel the ministry's responsibility is to tell us, okay, is the World Bank saying won't pay at all, or that if the amount comes down, we'll pay? Number two, is the ministry going to take up the money and pay if the World Bank will not pay? Number three, will the ministry do its own evaluation of the costs to pay the amount the contractor wants, or the ministry will also ask for a reduction? You get it? And while the public pressure mounts on the hospital from the MP and the constituents, the ministry is in this catch-22 situation. You see where we are with this. So I really don't know whether we can resolve this anytime soon.
Well, if
particularly looking at the posture of the finance minister.
Yeah, if you look at paragraph 5 of the ministry statement, they say there that the ministry wishes to assure the people of Ghana that it is actively engaging all stakeholders to resolve the matter in the best interest of the public, which is to say that they sort of are keeping their tabs on the situation and they are working with the parties involved to resolve it. But Bernard, matters of possible fraud and graft, corruption, and all these issues are matters the World Bank is really, really hard on, because the standards are not here. These are global standards that apply. And so if a project is, as alleged, tainted by, overvaluation, is that the term to use, then there's a problem there. And we have to get to the bottom of it. It is not just a matter of operationalizing it. Of course, we can always take the decision. Government can bear the risk and say, look, let's go ahead with implementation. Let's go ahead and open the hospital. But someone has got to pay the price for it, because it means that we are committing to pay what the contractor said he expended on the project. Now, are you going to advance the tax cedi towards an enterprise that we are saying has been overvalued by well in excess of 11 times in some cases?
In some of the equipment.
Exactly. Now that is serious. So, and the World Bank doesn't just come out to make statements. They have all kinds of experts who look at, global benchmarks and determine what is available on the international market, even with the necessary modifications and the customization and all of that. So if they come out to assert somewhat concretely that in some cases we have overpriced some of the equipment in excess of 11 times. 11 times. I think we need to take that seriously. And the people who took the decision, they have got to answer some questions.
So some of the standards that the World Bank held this project to, for example, are stated here. It says outstanding environmental and building permits, right? So EPA permits, an amendment to the Environmental Protection Agency EPA permit had been applied for to incorporate the additional floor for the Mothers Hostel and administrative offices, but had not yet been obtained.
As of July 2024.
Exactly. So just
but now the project is
the
finished.
Standards, yes. And then it comes to unsigned medical equipment contract. So the contract for the procurement and installation of medical equipment had not been signed, despite being flagged at the previous implementation support mission of April 22 to 26, 2024. And the World Bank directed that this contract be signed immediately with the equipment supply, installation, and related training targeted for completion by September 30, 2024. Here are a few other pointers. Unresolved management and operational arrangements. No clarity had been provided on the management arrangements for the facility ahead of its completion. and hand over to the Ghana Health Service. And the World Bank requested a formal clarification of these arrangements by July 31, 2024. That means that even before the project was completed, there should have been arrangement for its managerial operations, so that if you operationalize it, who is going to run it? At the time, that was not done. There's even the issue of worker compensation breach. And Bernard, this will interest you. According to the standards of the World Bank here, a construction worker sustained an injury at the site and was on sick leave for approximately a month and 3 weeks and had their medical treatment covered by the contractor. However, their salary for the entire sick leave period had not been paid, a breach of workers' rights and health and safety obligations. The contractor only committed to retroactive compensation during the mission itself and was required to share evidence of payment with the government, just to support the fact Sky made about
for me, what is interesting is that when I look at this story and I compare it to two stories we did this morning. So this morning, the newspaper review, the District Assembly Common Fund said 8 billion cedis worth of projects remain unfinished under the DACF, for which they are looking for money to finish it. Okay. And then yesterday, the road minister was blasting a contractor for receiving money and not doing his work. So I want us to broaden this to look at our construction and building culture. Two things. How come the World Bank seems to have a higher standard than the government of Ghana? Meanwhile, the government of Ghana spends more money on buildings than the World Bank.
Yeah.
So you should ask yourself, projects that World Bank is not involved in, what type of things will happen?
Yeah.
Because if for only this $400 million is for 20 buildings, so right, and the World Bank is checking timeliness of the finishing of the project. They are checking EPA, structural integrity. I mean, they are basically doing project management for the government. Ask yourself, all the buildings we put up for secondary schools, for primary schools, all the contracts given by these institutions for DACF projects, do they go through the same level of scrutiny? Most of the audits we see are financial audits. But if you look at this report, it's looking at everything, the management arrangement. So the question is, who in government is doing this on our behalf?
Monitoring and evaluation.
Okay.
Department.
Number two, over 8 billion cedis worth of projects have been hampered by projects not finished.
That's within the
It's DSF. That could mean the money, maybe the project, there was project overrun. So maybe they budgeted $1 million and they've done, and the money is finished. Or the person took the money, didn't do the project, or a new government came and decided to stop. My point is, there's a lot of money being wasted in the name of solving our problems. And if it wasn't for this World Bank report, we would not even know that for a simple hospital like this. So I think even beyond opening the hospital or not, there's a broader issue. The hospital will be open when it should be open. It looks to me as though built environment has become a very big place for mismanaging our money. And I don't think our government is as committed to financial discipline as our donors are. Now, when I hear people say that the Minister of Finance is not releasing money, a lot of times they want to put pressure on it to release money. But I think I can understand some of this because I have had people call me to say, Finance Ministry is not paying. Finance Ministry, Atu says you won't pay. And so, sometimes the pressure will be like, in fact, the general commentary around the government is that Atu doesn't want to pay. But if you read a report like this, why wouldn't you decide that most projects you want to go through it again? You get it? So, I mean, we've become, and the thing is that people can use the media to give pressure, like pay, but they should pay. Do you understand? Whose money should be used to pay 8 times the cost of a project? And because the people in the community have a legitimate need, do you understand? So we can also become tools to be used to push that agenda. And I think we shouldn't do that. I feel like we need to be sure that the right amount is paid. You cannot in the name of urgency say that we should make payments for projects which have not been properly and thoroughly scrutinized. No, we cannot do that. Because every time we read a legitimate need in the media, somebody uses it to create an economic opportunity. You get it? So you come and shout, let's do the road. They say, okay, we'll do the road. Bernard, you wanted the road. Here's your road. We'll source the road and give it to this person. Then the person now wants you to pay double. We cannot live like that. So I am saying that the ministry needs to give us further and better particulars on whether they agree with the World Bank on the misprocurement issues. If they do, they have to give the contractor an ultimatum or meet him somewhere. Do you get it? But we cannot, in the name of opening the hospital, just go willy-nilly and just make every pay, because there's too much of that in our system. So for me, that's where I stand. I don't even wait back, so maybe the people there will not be happy with me for saying this. But honestly speaking, if the people have overpriced aspects of the contract, I think that they should go to the bottom of that.
And people should be held accountable too, right? I mean, persons who have seen to these procurement infractions and ensure that the cost has ballooned to this extent. Those people who are found should be held accountable also. Remember when the finance minister came to the studio the other time, he talked about validators and the activities in ensuring that persons whose names are not on the payroll, or people who are dead, all these people contribute to some of these financial malfeasance we see in the system. So I think that an example should also be made of the people who have contributed to one, the delay, and two, the increase in the cost.
If the ministry, you see this, if the ministry hasn't told us that they agree with the World Bank, that's my problem. Their statement is very interesting. They say the delay is due to misprocurement flagged by the World Bank. So they are quiet.
They have not seen any misprocurement.
So the ministry should come and tell us, do they agree with the World Bank or
that
not?
There's been misprocurement.
And if they do, will they pay? You see the point we are making. But sometimes I think that we need to comment around this issue of finance ministry should pay. And this cuts across many sectors where there's a narrative that there's a lot of the Ministry of Finance is being stingy with the money.
But Ministry of Finance, you see, we should also hear the Ministry of Finance out, because they keep requesting for a certain level of compliance from these agencies, and a lot of them are falling short.
Yeah.
And mind you, the person who is superintending the affairs of the Ministry of Finance is first of all an accountant who sees things within the accounting context. Every item matters, and so their posturing is, look, we are not here to come and do your work for you, and if you want me to facilitate your payment, these are the accountability measures that you also have to put in place. That's what I hear the Ministry of Finance saying. Remember, they flagged some ministries for not being compliant only a few weeks ago, remember? With Education Ministry topping the chart. You know, I'm just saying that it's not rocket science. People have to do their work well, because the Ministry of Finance is not what we used to call Department of National Lotteries, that when you win then they give you bonus. No, they are facilitating your deliverables. So it's not in the interest of the ministry to withhold funds from you so that they will be richer. So people should wake up to their responsibilities. You ask the question, why is it always the World Bank that is flagging some of these things? It's not just the World Bank. Most of the donor agencies, the partners,
the development partners,
because these are time-tested organizations, well-resourced,
global benchmarks,
with referencing global benchmarks. We have an up and down movement of political ins and outs. Some of the politicians are capable, competent. Some of them are not capable. Some of them are not competent, but they are occupying positions, and they blare the vision of even the public servants who are capable. You understand? So all these things come to hurt us more as a country. So this is why the World Bank will flag, and our public institutions will not see the same problem that is emerging. But what I'm saying is that if the World Bank says we are prepared to maybe this is an oversimplified version, but if World Bank says we are prepared to pay, say, 100 million for this project, they have maybe paid 100 million, and still project has not been delivered. And for World Bank, they demand accountability. Now, we saw, for what we saw on TV, we saw that equipment have been installed, or some equipment. A lot of these medical equipment, not using them will come at a cost.
That's true.
So the longer they stay, then they get
and some of them will deteriorate.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are operated with all these chemicals, temperature, all these things, and they are sitting there, deteriorating. So it's coming at a bigger cost. So we just have to cut the chase, sit with the World Bank, negotiate. If government has to bail us out by paying whatever the gap is, we should do it for the sake of the people's health.
But I mean, because from the finance ministry, I know they will not agree.
No. That's why I said they should sit down.
They won't agree to
No. The finance ministry will not agree. Ministry will not agree means that they are taking, if like, personal position. This is the entire Accra. If you take Kolebu out, it's only Princess Marie Louis Hospital. Princess Marie Louis Hospital, and go there and see the state of that hospital. Sky, do you know that?
I know that. It's in the Accra market area there.
Yeah, it's inside UTC. What's the name of the? Netelo's hometown. That's Netelo's hometown. That's where Princess Marie Louis Hospital is. And then the next one, the modern one that we have done we are leaving it to rot because of all these things. So somebody, if tomorrow we wake up and we heard the president saying that everybody come together, let's meet. I'm giving you guys 1 week to resolve this. You see the speed with which they will resolve it.
They have to find a way. They have to find a middle ground.
But that's why I said that. You see, the quantum merit argument that I made is important to help resolve the matter. Look, the truth is that people take advantage of us.
Yeah.
We have legitimate concerns
Just like
as a people.
We need a hospital.
We need a hospital.
We need a hospital.
Then someone emerges, I will do the financial engineering.
Yes.
Ideally, that hospital should cost us, say, $10 million. But because of all the kululu, the engineering, we end up paying $50 million for it. Yes, we have a genuine problem. But someone is seizing that moment to make fortune out of it. And that is so wrong. And that is what appears to be the situation here. So the way to legally resolve it is where you say that, okay, let's look at the entirety of the project. Have you conferred some benefits? Yes, we have conferred some benefits. What are the issues in dispute? The issues are that we don't believe that you bought this equipment at this particular price, because if you look at the global pricing, it is A, B, C, and D.
Exactly.
So where you even modified and customization came in, it should be between A, B, and C, and D. So what would be a reasonable amount to help resolve this matter, so that I settle you, I don't, accrue some illicit, enrichment as a result of the work that you did for me, and everybody goes home happy. That can be done. It requires bringing the parties together, a proper negotiator to sit down and resolve the issues.
Do we have an independent value for money office that can do an objective work?
That's what the finance ministry is trying to establish.
We need that. We need that, because you see, sometimes we tie ourselves into contracts.
No, the Ministry of Finance today, they are trying to set up
a value for money office. It was done in Parliament. They announced it in Parliament the last time. Yeah, because you see, I'm saying this because sometimes, because you've signed a contract, if there's a delayed payment or a reluctance on one side to pay the contractor, he may have a case to go to court. So if you don't have this independent, because you see, this is a value for money company. Sky, so, we've built buildings in this company for public institute, like for orphanages and things, at costs that we know are much lower than
the average cost.
When we did the Volta thing, we put up we put up
6.
Yes, 6 facilities. If you look at the cost we used and the time we delivered it, and you benchmark it against most government projects, we did it sometimes below 50% of the cost. Okay. Now that tells me that there's a lot of overpricing in government contracts. Okay. I am saying that we have a Ministry of Finance that is determined, at least from what it is saying, not to allow that to continue. You may have to use this as an example of that, to get the contractor to agree. Then that is if it is established that it was overpriced. That look, where we are with our money situation, this is not value for money. So we have to come to, let's agree on an objective value for money analysis by a party both of us agree to. If that party does it and comes up with this is the real cost, then we meet and pay for that. I feel the government should play that hardball because there's always a legitimate case for a classroom. There's always a legitimate case for a hospital. There's always a legitimate case for something. So if we don't insist on paying the right price, by the time we finish doing 2 news items and people go on the street, you will pay. And this is it's become a system.
Yeah.
So I'm saying that, yes, I hear you on Princess Marie-Louise. Yes, I hear. But what needs to happen is there must be an independent valuation of the project. And we must only pay if value for money is established.
Aloski, who is we? Who
The
must
state.
pay?
The state.
Okay.
The state.
You are talking about value for money. And the World Bank has an efficient function to determine value for money.
Which they have done.
Which they have triggered.
Yes.
Based on the outcome of that exercise, they are telling you that this thing falls short.
Way short.
Exactly. Now, what do? First of all, the project was established because of a need in the community. Do we still go back and forth while we deprive the community of this service? That's the question. Now, how long can we contain this? And what is the expense to us as a country within the health context?
Okay.
So cutting the chase means that, look, first of all, the Ministry of Finance will not lead this because they didn't initiate it.
Yeah. So it's health and World Bank.
Whoever.
Ministry of Health.
So now tell us, Ministry of Finance, what happened? Who did what? Who is being held accountable? But if people will do these things and get away with it
every time.
So here's a solution.
Remember the PDS issue when the MCC thing, they had to stop.
Yes, we lost. We lost.
We lost.
So the Americans withdrew
It is the same
the
thing.
compact because they didn't like the way we went about the
It is
PDS
the same thing that keeps popping
So,
up.
so based on what you are saying, I have a proposal. So you can run the hospital, and then the parties come together to resolve the payment issues.
You should resolve the issue at a negotiated with a
Timetable.
negotiated solution, a timetable, and then operational.
No, but his point is that if you keep the hospital closed, you are also incurring new costs. So I'm coming. We can meet each other halfway. His argument is that for as long as the facilities remain there not being used, you are incurring new costs.
Yeah,
Because, for example, you have to keep the equipment at a certain temperature. So you are running AC. So stop the rot. Cut your loss by saying, let's let the hospital run. I'm sure the contractor may not be happy to hear this. But from what he's saying, let's start running the hospital so we don't start incurring new costs.
Yeah, but
and let's agree on a modality to resolve the payment issues.
You see,
because the public interest is the hospitals running. The private interest is the paying of the contractor.
Yeah, but
so you must put the public interest ahead of the private
it does
interest.
not overwrite the private interest of the person who built.
Yeah, but the person built it using
but
public funds.
I think that's
It's
in the,
using public funds.
in the interest of the person who built it. The most important thing that we need to establish is to confirm how much he's owed.
Exactly. So you need to sit
Yeah,
around.
but
and
that's what I'm saying.
if
now.
I wait.
To confirm how much he's owed.
Yeah.
Because once it's confirmed,
We can
money
decide
will
when to
come.
pay it.
Yes,
Because
sir.
that's why I said that government must then elect to bear the risk.
Of course.
Involved in this huge gap between what is reasonable and what's
We don't have any
unreasonable.
problem.
There
But I'm
are
saying
no
that,
options
you see,
to that.
The truth is that if the hospital, if I'm the contractor, I will say if the hospital is open, they won't pay me. But I am saying that in the public interest, you need to open the hospital. And then because you are government, right? So let's agree, as he said, on how much you are owed. We may not be able to pay you all today.
Yeah.
But once we agree on how much you are owed and we sign it as a bond, we will discuss how to pay you. But you cannot keep the hospital closed in the name of you having paid me. Because that means that you are incurring more costs for us. That will make the project useless. So I am saying that open the hospital immediately and agree on a payment timeline after you determine the fair value for the payment. But you cannot keeping the hospital closed is because don't forget, it's a public fund that's being used to pay you. And there must be public financial management rules that apply.
Yeah.
You get it? And you cannot lock a public facility and expect us to use public funds to pay you for the opportunity cost lost of not using the facility. Imagine if a woman dies because he couldn't you understand? So when it comes to public finance, we shouldn't make it seem as if just the private interest of the contractor. And by the way, the contractor won the bid for a project for the public, and they know the risks of building for the public.
Yeah, but
so we should not make. Bro, you are speaking as a lawyer.
No, because look, I'm trying to protect all the interests.
No,
here.
but you cannot have every interest protected at the same time.
No, it is very important. You see, when we do that, then we would undermine private initiatives, right? the man must have gone to get a loan from somewhere to execute the project,
which is what happens all the time.
Which is what happens all the time. Now, what you are saying, if we go by it without actually resolving the core disputes at play, what it means is that we may undercut whatever.
Somebody has.
Hang on. It's not an either-or situation.
Yes.
It's not. Let's get it started and dismiss the concerns
majority
of the
times. That's what happens.
No,
they
of course,
don't pay them. It takes forever.
It is true. Remember, a few months ago, a contractor went to seize a school. A school because in
some community
near my place. No, Central Region. This guy's place. Where Yamson went to stand as MP.
AAK.
Odobin, yes.
No, Isukuma Odobin Brakwa.
Isukuma. Yes, sir. The man went to start the school. Yes. You understand? So this is what happens. But why should we live with this kind of thing repeatedly over a long time?
Because governments have consistently failed to do their part of the bargain.
I get that. No, so
I write all the time.
No, this is the problem. But I am looking at it from the service to the community thing. Government must be committed to make sure that this facility is open.
Sure.
See, we went there to bring this problem out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
There's a need.
There may be other places that are crying loud for the same.
I'm sure there are bigger issues than this
one.
Yeah.
But this should not be a feature of governance in this country in 2026.
The public interest must override any private interest.
Bernard, in this case, it's not public versus. It's not public versus.
No, it is.
No. I'm just saying that. No, I'm just saying that it is something that we need to put ourselves together.
I understand what I'm saying is that.
And then hang on. To now bring the contractors to the table, to now convince them and establish the need.
Yeah, but you see, why should I agree with you? But you see, you raise the fundamental point about the longer the facility remains unopened, the more it costs all of us.
Yeah, so that's
we've always known this.
So what I'm saying is that based on that information, we have to agree that the hospital must be opened immediately.
Look, the president can cause the chief of staff to issue a directive that the ministries involved should get this matter resolved within the next 10 days.
Exactly.
Right? That can be done. And a timeline.
And that should be done. No, that should be done. Mr. President, that should be done.
We've also realized in this studio, president directive sometimes creates problems. You remember, president said they should buy rice for some people.
That's why he needs to fire them.
Then the people say they've bought their rice. But you gave them 100 million for rice. The rice available is more than 100 million.
But he didn't give them 100 million.
No, that's what the guy said.
He said yesterday.
Yes, he said he got 100 million.
That's the first.
He said they haven't received the 200. The 200 hasn't come.
It's in the new budget.
So the people budgeted 100 for 2025. They've bought the rice. The 200 hasn't come. So we put him on there and say, wait, let me just.
I heard you yesterday, and I was fuming.
No, the guy said he hasn't received the 200 million.
So the guy saying that within that period under review, the total amount of rice he's ever bought is 100 million.
No, he said they've not used all of the money yet.
What are you talking about?
Wait. The guy said no.
How I wish I
wait. No, let's stay with this issue. I'm making it. We are diverting. I'm saying that a presidential directive doesn't cure a problem when it does not appreciate the nuances of the issues at stake. When the president directed that they should buy the rice, so there was actually maize and gari also around. That's number one. Number two, the amount of that product available was more than the amount they released. Okay. Now we have even forgotten that some of the rice farmers may be charging a margin that the persons wanting to buy the rice may not be comfortable with. So they may be dispute about maybe Sky Artistry wants to sell his own at 15, Caleb at 20. They have to resolve all those issues. So the fact that the man has directed that they should buy the rice does not solve the glut problem, which we have seen. Why they are so I'm bringing that here.
It's not the same.
I'm bringing that here to say sometimes a directive may lead to the less optimal solution because the directive is only focused on time. Open the hospital within 10
reasonable days.
Now that may mean that we may pay more for the hospital than we should pay because the president's directive, if he does direct that we should do it in a week or 2 weeks, prioritizes the time over the cost issue. And I am saying that the systemic nature of cost overruns means we shouldn't allow the pressure of opening hospitals to make us lose money on the cost side. So what is my solution? Because the person has come for a public project and because of the public need, we have to agree to open the hospital.
No.
With the assurance that all parties will resolve the payment issues within a reasonable time. That's what we should do. That's what we should do. That's what we should do.
You know something that's very
so
curious.
Open immediately, resolve in a reasonable time.
Something that's very curious.
You are a lawyer.
With all these government projects, when it comes to a head, everybody speaks except the contractor.
Never.
Because if you do, sometimes they go after you.
Exactly. So we want to pardon the contractor. I know that he probably may have suffered some injuries that he can't talk about. The chop is killing us.
Look at the very morally bankrupt. Take MCC. America is giving you money to do something you all know is important. You use a route they don't agree with, and because you are not able to resolve the issue, we lose the money, and we've all lost the money. That's what he means by the public interest. So I'm saying that public interest should supersede everything. So if for example, we have done some things within the PDS to say, look, this is what the Americans giving us these billions are asking for, not to hamper the release of the money, then we could settle our fight, because somebody will always have to lose. But you see, the way we behave, we want to protect everybody in the small space, and then the public loses. That's what I'm saying. So if there's a public interest, it must supersede other interests.
But you see, it is also.
And in the PDS case, the public interest was the funds the Americans were giving us, which we lost.
Let me make a quick.
Other private people may have lost some monies. Now they are still. But are you saying that the foregone money from the MP from
FCC
is some? We all lost.
No, you see,
it's the same thing.
The fundamental point I'm making. I appreciate the point you're making. What I'm trying to say is that it is ultimately not in the public interest for governments to be seen to be people who will not do their side of the bargain for whatever reason.
That's true.
Seize the government project and say we are using it anyway, and we will determine at a time of our choosing when to pay you.
No.
And you see,
that's arrogance. You can't do that.
And that is what we have had. Look, many contractors, when they talk to you.
But on this case, we don't have that yet.
No, because
on this case, the World Bank has been clearly pointing out the cost overruns and the things from July 2024. So it's not like, it's not saying that whilst what you are saying is true, that government generally do not pay. If I'm a finance minister today, having read all the World Bank reports, if I say I'll hesitate in paying, there's a cost.
Quantum merit.
Is there not a cost?
Yes,
the cost is that the July document is, I just read December, even as of December, they flagged cost overruns and just and so why should we say that because governments have been reluctant to pay, it means that this particular case, that's also the reason? It's not.
So you see,
there's a justifiable reason if the payment is not made.
That is why I said that there is a need for a negotiated settlement. Because look, the president, we have executive presidency supported by two other arms of government. The president's power is what is divided in many cases by our laws, which some of these MMDCs
and ministers
all of
are
them
using.
use. You understand? Yes. So ultimately, it is the president exercising his power, where he says that, look, because of A, B, C, D, you are directed to do A, B, C, D, to the extent that it does not conflict with a particular practice, procedure, or law, you are expected to ensure that that is carried forward. And I'm saying that, look, within the next 10 days, it is possible to convene all the parties for a discussion. Negotiate. What are the core issues? What is the outline of agreement? What do we agree?
The core issue is that the thing is more expensive than market value.
Exactly. So that's the core issue.
Who will resolve that?
So you see, at that table, of course, we have to use value for money. Can come and set us.
Sky, these things, the experts have a role to play. But some of these government things, you don't even need experts. Because as lay as I am, I can see the thing and know somebody is stealing money.
That's ultimately that's
the person will tell you, the contractor, that yes, the thing you say is 10 cedis, but if you don't make it 30 cedis, we won't let it pass. So at times the contractors too are compromised.
Yes, their hands are tied.
Yeah, that's what happens, and the politicians, they know what we are saying.
Samens, last point. I think the World Bank needs to give us an update, because you see, the information we are using in the public domain is dated. We have July 2024 and then we have December 2025. I believe that as of April 2026, the World Bank should be able to issue a status report on whether eventually their concerns
been a
about
shift, yes.
good. Now, if those positions have shifted, then the burden goes back to the Ministry of Finance.
That's correct.
So the World Bank needs to help us. Okay, this is public discourse around a very important issue. I think they need to issue, like the Ministry of Finance, the Ministry of Health issued a statement and very carefully did not mention whether they agree with the World Bank or not. But of course, because the World Bank position may have shifted from July and December. But I feel like
there's a new government.
Yes, but you see, even though it's a new government, Sky, I can say that the people working in the Ministry of Health on this project, some of them may not have changed. All right, because these are projects that you have technical people who are working on. So, for example, if you take 2024 July till 2026 April, I am very sure that there are people in the Ministry of Health who still know about this project there, who were there from that
They
time.
are there. That's the point I was going to make.
It can't be a new team. They are there.
And look at the speed with which we want to build La General Hospital.
They are there.
We want to build La General Hospital, which is very important.
Yeah.
Yet we have built one hospital which is sitting there like a museum.
And we can't use it.
And people are not losing sleep over it.
So what I'm trying to conclude here is to say two things. Health Ministry, we've heard you. Your statement was 14 paragraphs. There were certain things missing. You didn't tell us if you agree with the World Bank or not. No problem. World Bank, we want to hear from you. Do you believe that the current costs being given by the contractor are fair? If you do so, let us know so we can apply pressure on the ministry to pay. Ministry of Finance, how closely are you monitoring this situation? Clearly, this started under Ministry of Health 2020, ran for 6 years. So it's not a project you initiated.
Presidency.
Don't bring the presidency, who can't support the thing. Because a lot of these directives, let's be honest. Let's don't
no.
The
president, you see, because because the president is there because he used a manifesto to win elections.
Yeah.
And in that manifesto, you promised health delivery. And we are saying that, but with that area, it's a huge area.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if the hospital infrastructure is ready, they should be concerned that why is it not? So the president has to, they have to intervene. That's the point I'm making.
So, okay, if they should intervene insofar as they give a timeline for them to resolve the issues.
Yes.
But they shouldn't.
It's not instruct.
Yes, because sometimes people use that. The background is because of the buffer thing.
No, the buffer thing is because Bernard, as for the buffer thing, let me come in. As for the buffer thing, it had been established that the problem there was that they didn't have money. That was the problem.
Yes.
So president says, take the money and continue with your work.
Yes.
That's a different thing.
Okay, fair. But I'm saying
now they take the money and they don't go and buy the rice. They said
they said their money only 100 came. The 200 hasn't come.
Yeah, but even the 100, they said they've not used all of it.
Yeah, they said the 100.
Tell me whether buffer stock, they pay people ahead of time.
According to the guy,
they pay them before they bring the rice.
According to the guy, they used licensed buyers of rice to buy the rice, and then they pay the buyers.
Which is fair. Whatever it is.
Yes.
Maybe buffer stock will not go to the market themselves.
Yes.
But the president's concern was, make sure you buy from local producers.
Yes.
So are you telling me that because you use